Today we've got our top 4 out of our 18 original signups. Only one can call themselves Phoenix Cup champions. This is all best of 7, all single elimination, and all of it is going to be intense. Aaron, you gotta tell me how you're feeling about this, my guy, because this is a huge day.
Oh yeah, this is a huge day in the women's scene, and well, it's kind of a pinnacle of the women's scene because this year it has been kind of quiet. We were kind of the first one to really announce a women's tournament, a women's only tournament, and well, we have so far succeeded. In my opinion, it's going really well. But well, let's just talk about this matchup that we have for today. The first matchup is gonna be ratJAM Meatballs.
It is, yeah, that's our first of many matchups. It's one of the 2 semifinals. If we take a look at our schedule here, every match day, there's only 3 of them. It's all best of 7s, and so it's going to be an interesting day because it's 4 teams left. And at this point, no matter if you made it for the uppers or the lowers, you're in the same place. You lose, and you cannot be champion. You win, and you move on, and that's what we get to see. So our first one, you mentioned the semifinals, ratJAM and Meatballs. After that, we'll see G2 Stride Luna taking on Curiosity. And of course, we'll end that grand finals here. But Aaron, there's so many storylines coming into this, and I really feel like we got to talk about yesterday, about what we saw yesterday in that double elimination bracket. Were there any matches, were there any teams that really stuck out to you from yesterday that made themselves known? Any teams today that you think we should talk about with the storylines, the runs that they have made so far?
I mean, I think if you ask me that question, you already have a team that popped into your head when you asked me that question. I mean, Whippersnappers are a team that were arguably, most definitely top 4 worthy there, but being stopped in that game 5 by Whippersnappers, which was broadcast by you and Rockets on the Champions Field on that ending where everyone was going crazy about, and well, Whippersnappers definitely deserved to get to the main event, but well, Meatballs also did. So that game was kind of intense. I must also say Genji also made a pretty good run, getting out early in the bracket quarterfinals there, then having to beat Midwest Mafia, Schminklitz, and then to go out against Curiosity, who we also see today, of course, because they made top 4. Torchics also very solid run, but not enough. All just not enough for the main event here. And ratJAM just walked through their bracket, I would say, to qualify. Well, one interesting thing to see is that Torchics did grab a game from them.
It is, yeah, as you mentioned, yeah, that ratJAM side has not been completely perfect. They have dropped a game to Torchics, but we're saying that as if it's a big deal. It kind of is. They have not dropped any other games that they swept Curiosity in the upper bracket qualification stage. And you mentioned as well that those lower bracket runs, so many of them ending prematurely. Genji is not here today because they lost to Curiosity. Whippersnappers are not here today because they lost to the Meatballs. There's a lot of runs that could have been that aren't, and that's why today we have our top 4 teams. But you mentioned that, and we talk about all these best teams, but we also gotta talk about the best player too. There's that MVP award out there, Aaron. Out of the players that are playing here today, is there any player you think of, any of these teams that really steps up to you, really shines to you as a potential MVP caliber? Because by the end of the day, we're going to have an MVP award given to one player.
Oh well, I mean, I think for some it might already be known for them because well, Alams is definitely a player that is going to be favorite for today. She placed top 24 in RLCS today, which, hey, top 24 in Europe, the hardest region to qualify, and well, the hardest region for RLCS overall, and well, to make top 24 in that is astonishing, and then with that momentum going into this tournament, she is definitely well. She's looking towards to be unstoppable for today. I would say. I think she's gonna be unstoppable with her, and of course Steven and Dux joining her. But yeah, Dux is also very known in the Europe scene. She also made top 128, I believe, and not sure what Steven made, but these players are honestly so known to the bubble scene that most definitely one of them is going to be MVP, I would say.
Well, yeah, but there are also a lot of players that would stop them, and I feel like at least talk about a player that really has made herself known a lot in this tournament, has really been known recently. I gotta mention Hollow. Out of the Meatballs here in that first matchup, Hollow Hollow was the player who could really lead this team. She was that true team leader. You know, we didn't see that nearing the end of the Meatballs when they qualify. A lot of that came down to B, but early on it was Hollow who really got her team out of a lot of tough situations, and who really did play some really solid defense later on. So on the side of the Meatballs kind of coming into the series, Hollow's insane, but we can't forget about the other matchup. G2, Curiosity, the top players of those teams, Tallybird and Courtney. Courtney herself has had an incredible incredible tournament so far, Aaron. And for this Curiosity side being so new, it's with how Courtney's playing, it's no surprise to see them that they're also here and could very well make a top 2 appearance.
Oh yeah, I mean Sporty for sure. I mean, to be fair, if I see all these teams, all four, I think all four of them could actually be the winner here. If honestly, if ratJAM don't have their day today, one of the other three can definitely shine through. I think Curiosity that are definitely also a very good side who are also for some European or American fans here might be the favorites today for to win. I mean, G2 also is of course going to be backed by a lot of American fans watching from home today. Of course, having Karma, Tallybird, and Avenger, a team that has been together for quite a while now, has a lot of strength there to make it through to the grand finals and possibly win this all. But it's all going to be up for tonight, or it's all going to be up to tonight.
It is. It's all up to tonight here. And, what also is added into this that kind of makes things interesting is that today is also the day where we have tactical timeouts instated. So, just like how the Rocket League's Championship Series uses tactical timeouts, where teams get an extra minute of time to talk things out, to kind of get things, after every game, if they don't have a good start to the series, they maybe lose those first 2 games, they can call a tactical timeout, get an extra minute, 2 minutes in between that last game and the next game. That's a huge deal. We see how it works in LCS, where teams use that tactical timeout, and they immediately turn things around, and that series completely changes. We could see that as well here, Aaron. These teams have tactical timeouts, 1 per series. That could be a huge game changer, especially if a team doesn't get off to a good start tonight.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, tactical timeouts, we've seen it even today. G2 or Genji using that tactical timeout to kind of get a little rest and to get a little pep talk to your team, see what have we done wrong, what can we do differently next game. And you can take that game as if it's a completely new series. A timeout just throws over the series most of the time, and I like to see it, and especially when it's implemented in this, because I'm not sure if many women's tournaments have done that in the past, but this is going to be an interesting one. An interesting addition for today, I would say. Very interesting.
These teams are going to call those tactical timeouts, and you mentioned how important they can be here. I mean, again, they can flip the series. You mentioned again that RLCS Grand Finals they would for North America Regional Open Qualifier 4. How that Grand Finals when Genji used their tactical timeouts, they flipped that series around against G2 and won the whole thing. We could see that same thing here with all these teams, especially again with yesterday when teams got off to a slow start. So often it snowballed into a complete domination. Today that's not the case. They call that tactical timeout, and as you said, it wipes things clean. It's a clean slate, a completely new series, a completely new outlook on these matchups, and for these teams, a completely new look into the series, changing game plans, changing ideas, changing that momentum. We know how important that is for players. And this tonight, with those tactical timeouts, that's how it works. That's definitely how these tactical timeouts are going to be used, and that's how they have to be used here. As Aaron, I just noticed he's moving his camera around here. You okay, Aaron? Dude's having some issues with his camera while we're talking here. But while we're doing that, Aaron, I feel like this is a good time to kind of talk about these matchups where these tactical timeouts can be used. Let's start with ratJAM versus Meatballs, our first semi-finals here of 2. Again, it's best of 7 today, and for ratJAM, they've had complete domination, as you mentioned, Aaron. They've only dropped a single game to Torchix in that qualifier out of the 3 matches they played. Every other match was a sweep, and against Curiosity, they swept as well. That match was not as close as they maybe as good as they wanted it to be. And against the Meatballs, these two have not played each other, but you could tell there's definitely a rank difference. The ratJAM side has a huge rank advantage as, there goes the camera from Aaron. I promise you look fine. You look fine, Aaron.
It's good now.
You look fine, I promise you.
I was just wiggling around and was almost pulling my monitor backwards, so I kind of had to change it a bit. But yeah,
Even
we
though
should have
coming
known.
into
We
this
should have known.
series with ratJAM, you mentioned a bit again about those tactical timeouts. You mentioned about ratJAM having a huge advantage here, and they definitely do. Coming into the series as well, Eric, you got to tell me kind of if you're on the side of the Meatballs, this is a series that you're not expected to take, not even expected to have much of a fight in. What do you think about them? What do you think they have to do here to show up and potentially have a huge upset to move on to that grand finals? Because it is possible. You mentioned it so. You mentioned it as such. It is possible, but a lot has to happen. What do you think the Meatballs have to do?
I mean, the meatballs are just gonna have to. I mean, I mean, honestly, is there something to do against this ratJAM side? This ratJAM side is just so high. Their stakes are so high. I mean, meatballs can barely. I mean, some would say that meatballs barely have a chance here. Obviously, meatballs consisting of B, Hollow, and Nacho. Nacho and Hollow, of course, both being very experienced players. I haven't seen much of B as of yet, but I know Hollow was in Luminosity at one point, so he definitely has a lot of experience, and I think they're gonna want to use that experience and kind of use that experience in the women's scene against ratJAM, and maybe that experience can help them a bit further in this matchup. And just try to play like yourself. Don't stress just because it's a better opponent. Well, on paper, of course.
Yeah, it's a stressful matchup. You mentioned how you don't really know. B, though, has proved herself recently. She and Nacho were part of 12 picks in the past who made it to top 4 in the Radiant Star Chasers North America event for ratJAM, at least. Even, no, sorry, Ducks and Olims both won that event on ACD. They then went to Stride and decided to win every event but one. The only loss coming to G2, Stride Luna in the finals. So for ratJAM, they're a team that has won everything. They're the dominant team in Europe. They're the dominant team here tonight as well. But for the Meatballs, as I said, that's the underdog story. This is a Cinderella run for them. As a team that's just coming in, they're having fun as well there. And this is a team that doesn't feel that stressed. They aren't really feeling stressed at all this event. So, coming into this tournament, they're just having fun. They're just kind of enjoying this moment. And I really think, when it comes down to it, they're not going to be the more stressed team out of these two.
Oh yeah, I mean meatballs. I mean meatballs and ratJAM here both. I don't think they are gonna be stressed here. I mean, both sides are are very experienced. Both sides having played a lot of games of Rocket League, a lot of competitive games. I don't think that will be a factor for them both here. It's just keeping the mistakes, the small minor mistakes that might happen, like little rotation mistakes, little ball misses, double commits. Keep those out from ratJAM, because if you make one, you already know they're gonna take full advantage of at least one mistake that meatballs might make.
Yeah, as you mentioned as well, again, you can definitely see that for Meatballs, they're going to have to play perfect Rocket League, though. To take down Steven Ducks Olims, it's going to require them to play perfect Rocket League. For a team like Meatballs, they are still the underdogs in this matchup. They're still not expected to take this one, Aaron. The pressure is on them to perform, not on ratJAM. We know what ratJAM can do. They did it yesterday. Here we ask again, will they do it today? Can they do it today? And I know chat is voting on it, who they think can take this series. Do you have the Queens of Europe, the team that has won everything over there? Do you have the Meatballs coming in as a team, the remnants of that 12 bricks roster, now adding in Hollow, who herself has placed top 4 in Radiant in that, on the side known as the troubleshooter. This is, again, a Meatball side that has that experience, knows how to play, just are they going to be able to keep up with ratJAM and the quality that we know that this team will provide tonight?
Oh, I mean I mean, Sporty, it's gonna be an interesting one. It's definitely gonna be an interesting one. It's almost kickoff time. 1 minute before official kickoff, we don't have a team in here. We don't have ratJAM being
They'll
in
be
here
joining. Don't
actually.
worry. They're just doing. I'm sure
Yeah,
they're doing
for
just some
sure.
warm-ups. You know how teams are. It's always about warm-ups, Aaron.
Yeah, I mean for sure they're probably doing a scrim before this one, so maybe that scrim is still going on. That is fine. That's completely fine. And well, he is also getting water, so everything is fine. We're just gonna have to wait a bit more before we can start. But is there something you might want to add before the official kickoff?
Yeah, I mean, I figure, like, again, as I mentioned, that the player for Meatballs to watch is going to be Hollow, and specifically Hollow and B and how they're going to play on that offense. And For the side of ratJAM, you mentioned Aarxn. Aarxn is obviously the clear play you have to look at on the side of ratJAM with the players that they have. And specifically, it's going to be a lot of it's going to come down to Aarxn and Dux, how they're going to work together here in this matchup. But again, it's again you mentioned as well. We're going to see these players. Again, here we go again. It's one of those matchups that I think it's going to be insane. Again, with tactical timeouts too, expect us to see them being utilized here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I mean,
We'll get into this match here, and I really do think though, I'm talking about the players. What about playstyle wise? What about mentality wise? What do you need to see from these teams before we kind of get things started?
I mean, I honestly I can't wait for this match to get started. It is eh, honestly it's immensely exciting here. Both ratJAM and Meatballs have been waiting for this since yesterday, since exactly 24 hours ago. They knew that they want to make day two. They have made day two, and they're here now to show that they are that grand final worthy. And I think that this matchup is going to be one for the record books. Let's see. Meatballs versus ratJAM. Let's go.
One best of five, the first semifinals of the day. A grand finalist will be decided. ratJAM on the blue, the Meatballs on the orange, and with this being a best of five, with this being day two, the Women's Phoenix Cup will be coming to its close very, very soon. But we've got to find our champion. But first, we've got to find our finalist already. Steven looking to get to the start, and it's already on media pressure from ratJAM, and expect a lot of this. That Meatballs defense will be tested.
Yeah. Honestly, this Meatball side have got to just be careful enough, because this ratJAM side are of very good quality here. I mean, obviously with Allen's be placing top 24 today in the RLCS. Congratulations on that, of course. But what can slumping? I'm not sure who slumping is. That
Steven.
should be
Steven.
Steven. Okay, fair enough. I thought it was a sub or something that would surprise me there, but that is Steven. But now Adams in the middle. Okay, B, kind of a missed touch there, not much what you want to be doing. Steven is going to be up though, off the backboard, can't get the double. The follow-up from Adams will be with the save.
Wait a second, slumping that actually isn't Steven here. Speaking of them, here they are, jumping in already. Ducks, there we go, that's the name. Scoring that one there, and already the ratJAM up by one as, well, maybe Ducks will be saying she's slumping. I can promise you, this is the start they've been looking for.
Oh yeah, I mean, obviously this is the start that they have been wanting. They have been craving, and well, they've got the start. They're finally unleashed on the cage. It took a little bit before they have gotten that first goal against Meatballs, but it is there. Let's see what's gonna happen here. A 50 Adams, almost another one, but Steven gets it out. What can Steven do there with the follow-up? Wait, it's Steven.
Hey, Ducks, you meant Ducks.
Wait.
Ducks is slumping. Yeah, it's always fun when players change names like that.
Oh, come on, Mike. Why do you gotta do me like that? Why do you gotta do me like that, Ducks? Come on.
Ducks has gone with the name, but again, as I said, she's got that first goal, and I don't know why she says she's slumping when she's already off to a good start. As another pass across, Steven will be blocked by Nacho, and it's the ratJAM again who will look for more offense. Clear by Hollow. Ducks now air dribble play, but so far for the Meatball, it's a lot of consistency on that challenging in the midfield, and they have to keep that here. Again, with how much defense they're playing, that really will matter in being able to make sure that when they hold that ball, they hold it well, because well, we're going to see a lot of challenges coming from the ratJAM, and they're going to break through eventually. It's just how will the Meatballs do in keeping them away from those shots.
Yeah, I mean, it's just at the moment it's still 1-0, and half the game has already been played. And well, we would have expected a bit more goals from ratJAM. I would say I wouldn't be the only one that would expect that right to happen. I mean, come on now, it's ratJAM, or they are on paper very highly rated, but we must give props to Meatballs for holding up so tight against this ratJAM side.
It is. Its defense for the Meatballs was consistent yesterday, and it's going to be because it is now! Oh! Ducks says no. ratJAM up high, the ceiling shot. Flip reset. Oh, it's a beautiful second goal for the ratJAM.
Oh wow. Oh wow. And Sporty, this game has been kind of quiet since, like, in the first 2 minutes it was kind of quiet, but now it really started to unleash there off the backboard. And oh, Steven with the shot, but beautiful save from B. It's gonna go out there. Adams off the sidewall. What can she do? Gets it past one. Can she get it past two? No. Nacho gets it out, and and Nacho gets it out. Steven in the middle there. B to the sidewall. Another pinch. Adams is the one in goal. Has to get that one out, but doesn't. And B gets the 2-1 in. Surprisingly.
Rare whiff for Aarxn, who fell and missed that one off the post. Was looking to challenge B, a bit delayed there. And you just see that little miss rotation there, little misflip from Aarxn, who usually so consistent, but for B, she's been one to step up for the Meatballs. Even yesterday, she stepped up for them in those final matches. It was her who really put this team on her back, and for the Meatballs, they're going to need both her and Hollow to play at their best. They're going to need everyone to play at their best if they can, at the very least, keep things close and potentially even take down the ratJAM, who are our favorites today to win this whole thing. They've been the favorites since day one. They were the #1 overall team, and they're not going to let that hold them down. Another one goes in. It's Steven with her first of the game, and the ratJAM continue to pour on the goals.
Oh yeah, I mean, ratJAM have answered back. They've gotten a goal against from Meatballs there, but now it's, well, I mean, ratJAM have answered back like they should, but now Hollow is up for that block, or for that block. Whoa, Adams is gonna score because it's an open goal. Well, Adams isn't gonna score. It's gonna be Ducks there to score for the ratJAM side, and 4-1. Gold after being 3, and Meatball slowly rolling behind.
It is this ball continuing to just do terrible things for the Meatballs. They all overcommitted on that one. The ratJAM beat them out, and with less than a minute to go, it's a game one that I think most people would have seen coming here, and I think even the Meatballs would have seen coming here. The ratJAM continue to just be as dominant as they have been, only dropping one game yesterday. They don't look to do it again. Another chance. Steven, double tap. The ratJAM continue to score, and it's another great goal from Steven. And at this point for Meatballs, game one has to just be over for them.
Oh yeah, Meatballs have just got to look forward to the next one, because, well, this one is well, still 1 minute left, but it's probably already played. And, well, game 2, best out of 7, a lot of wiggle room, so I don't think they mind that much that they lost this game, because if you play against ratJAM, you already know you're gonna lose at least once.
Yeah, as you said, it's a dominant start for the ratJAM, I think, as people expected, but Nacho trying to find a consolation goal now. The fake Aarxn will be there for the block. Hollow off to the corners. Cleared back away by Ducks. B clears it high. Nacho looking to the back wall, and this one set up for a teammate. Aarxn will take it away, and on pinch downfield, Aarxn will look for one more. The pinch in front, but Ducks not there. Steven to shoot, and it's 6-1. The ratJAM will add one more for good meaning here at the end of game one. A great start for them, and it's a dominant game one too. And I think, you mentioned, Darren, you didn't like how slow they started. Is this slow now?
I mean, is that even a question? 6-1. It was. I mean, is it slow? A double tap would do. Adams finish that double tap attempt from Steven there. And, well, this isn't slow. This is Brazil fashion here, Sporty.
It is 7-1. Game one entirely to the ratJAM here. They'll take it. They'll be happy with it. The Meatballs have got a lot of work to do. We knew it would be tough for them. And this is not the start they wanted here, and it's only going to get tougher for them as the series goes on, as ratJAM gets more comfortable. Just look at that possession as well. It was relatively even, but ratJAM, that quality they have on offense is exactly what they are looking for, and is exactly what we know that they can do.
Oh yeah, this ratJAM side is absolutely demolishing. And, well, they're gonna look to keep this one up, Sporty, because, I mean, they're doing all right for themselves, 7-1, and they're gonna I'm sorry, the chat is just making me cackle up a bit, but we're gonna go on to Forbidden Temple for game 2. Meatballs are gonna look for kind of a bit of an opening to try to set up a comeback because this game just didn't cut it for them.
It did not go their way. It was a tough game. That's saying it lightly. It was not even just a tough game. It was a wipe here from ratJAM in game 1. They'll just look to continue it for the Meatballs. One of the good things about this team is that they have a pretty solid mentality coming into this series. So all they need to do is just make sure they keep that mentality strong. And essentially, every game is one that they could win.
Every one is definitely one they could win. As you see on my hands, it's a W that they could win. And well, let's see what ratJAM here can do. Can they extend their their growing lead, or is he gonna get caught up a bit by Meatballs here in this game too? Let's see what B can do. B off the ceiling can get the read. Dux is there to get the follow-up. Dux has finally changed their name, and a rule 1! That's the first one. Oh wait, is that backed out on? Oh hey,
I think Dux may have backed out on that one. Bad things for ratJAM now. Oh no! The Meatballs score next, you know exactly who's going to be held responsible for it here. But you can understand why Dux would do it. There's money on the line. All these teams have guaranteed at least $50, and you know for the ratJAM, they're not going to settle for that. They're only going to settle for that grand prize at the end of the day, that championship.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, they want to settle for that game tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow. I'm sorry. At 9 ET. ET time zone. If you're European, it's gonna be at 3. But let's see who's gonna make that first spot in that game, because it's gonna definitely be an interesting grand finals to see if we already see this matchup, which is pretty intense already. That next game is also gonna be pretty intense, but we're not gonna here to focus on next game, are we? We're here to focus on this game, and this game has brought you an open net, and Steven has finished it. Steven with the 1-0. 3-minute 50 remain, and well, it's ratJAM once again being in the lead.
Yeah, they're getting in the face of the Meatballs here on those challenges on defense. You see Nacho pushing up. She, I think, wanted that challenge instead of B, and yet she noticed far too late. Her teammate was already going forward, and by that point, all 3 players are upfield, all 3 players are pushed up, and there's just nobody back for the Meatballs to hold. It's now Aarxn looking for her own, but that one will be cleared away by B, and ratJAM again now have already masked that 1-goal lead, and we'll see if they can continue doing it. Steven, space to work with. Nacho's waiting, but she won't have the advantage here. Steven's the back wall, gets past both. Dux can't challenge, and the Meatballs will have to wait further as another chance comes on. Steven, flip reset, looking up. Sorry, Dux looking across for Steven. B to stop, and that one will be saved. And we're just seeing this ratJAM hold out on the midfield. If they're laying siege, they're holding the fort here in that midfield. And for the Meatballs, as long as they're stuck on defense, that boost will become an issue for them.
Oh yeah, I need a 50 there. Be with Aarxn there. What can Dux do here? Reset. Oh wow, Dux is making some moves. Try to get the 2-0, but not someone there to finish it or to follow it up essentially there. Nacho too hollow there. Aarxn's blocked it off though. What can B do there? Fake challenge there. Get this set to fake challenge here, but Aarxn is still on the attack there. A shot from Aarxn and a shot from Steven, but that was a beautiful save from Hollow there. And now what can Steven do? Steven off the corner. Try to get it in front, but not quite. Dux is there to get the follow-up though. Steven and Dux both have enough boost to set up a goal here. Nacho being the one to throw herself in there to try to keep them from scoring that second one, because that is what they don't want, Sporty.
It's not what they want. It's anything but what they want here. At this point for the Meatballs, they're just trying to get ball position. They're trying to get that offense rolling. And they're just not finding it. Every touch straight to a ratJAM opponent. And they're just trying to keep that ball, get those challenges, win some offense for themselves. We saw them get a goal last game, but it came off a mistake. They want to prove they can create their own offense. And yet the ratJAM aren't doing it here, aren't giving them an inch of space to breathe. The European Titans are continuing to just be impossible to handle.
Oh yeah, these European sides, exactly what you can call them. It's exactly what they are. They are making moves in this women's scene. We've only seen this team since was it like February, or whenever the Strike Ladies Night started. we saw these teams coming in, obviously Radiant. We also saw ratJAM or catJAM, whatever you want to call them, sign up. And well, ever since then, it's safe to say they're the EU Titans for this year of WCB.
They are. I mean, we can remember the times back with
Oh!
back when Williams Resolve was the leaders of the European scene when they won everything. Steven and Dux were on that side, if I'm not mistaken, and they're doing it again. They continue to lead the scene now with Alums as that new third, and you know it's pretty scary when you have Alums as your new third of all players. So no questions asked about how good this team is. And they're continuing to prove that every single event, this is consistent. This is how we play, and nobody can seem to be able to crack the code. The only team that's been able to beat this team has been G2 Stride, and while they are in this tournament, they don't play them here. They don't play them at this point, and even they themselves have had issues playing against ratJAM and beating them consistently.
Oh yeah, I would totally agree with you there. And though I think it might be what the women's scene needs, a new Titan that other teams can build towards. And if you then if you then beat them, it's going to be even more rewarding, because if you beat a Titan that has won every single tournament imaginable, then if you win against them, it's obviously going to bring a lot of confidence and a lot of also money in, because if you beat a Titan, it's most definitely going to be in the grand finals, because well, not quite, because I don't want to bring some RLCS into this WCB scene here, but we saw Limitless getting eliminated by Drift Queens there, even though they've won every single regional for like the past year now. So that was quite interesting. So Titans are definitely defeatable at some points, but I don't think it's gonna be today. I think ratJAM is gonna be dominant this game.
Yeah, as you mentioned as well, that ratJAM has just been dominant so far. Although this game was only 1-0, there was only one goal scored. It was an overcommit from the Meatballs. So that's it. That's all they got here. The Meatballs defense continues to prove to us that they can hold on against anyone in this tournament. They can play well against anybody that plays here today, no matter which team it is. And well, so far, it's being proven here against what you. Again, I think what we can both agree with is our best team here today. That's the thing about it. That's the thing about it. This is what we consider our best team in this tournament. And the Meatballs continue to prove that this team knows how to play. This team has a defense to match anybody.
Oh yeah, for sure. This team is this team, I mean, this ratJAM team are looking unstoppable here. I mean, come on. Come on, like, I'm sorry, I'm having a bit of an error here. My game's kind of freezing here, but I'm sure you'll take me over, right?
Yeah, I will. I mean, it's easy as what you've said so far. As Alums now, right off the kickoff here in Game 3. She hasn't wasted any time to put that one in the back of the net. As soon as she gets up, immediately she goes straight for B, gets her out of the way, and that's goal one. ratJAM bullying their way. If they can't go the easy way, they'll do it the hard way.
Oh yeah, they'll do it the hard way. And well, 7 seconds in and already one goal. It's good starts here for ratJAM here. But now B has got to clear this one out. Nacho being the one to pre-jump that. Now it's going to be sent into the middle. B being the one to clear it. Nacho being the one up for that, but Steven has got the block. Alums with the follow-up. Alum being there to challenge it, but B also double commit there. There's going to be Dux with the follow-up. Not quite a shot on target though. What can Nacho do? Nacho has to be the one to turn on this one. She doesn't. So Alums has free play here. Dux off the ceiling and onto the reset, onto the backward, but not quite the read, because, well, the defense of Meatballs has been pretty solid.
Yeah, they continue to do so. Dux went for a play like that earlier, did score it in Game 1, and she continues to look for those kind of plays even now. She knows that this team is going to struggle to keep up with this team mechanically, and specifically, they're going to keep up often with boost issues. As long as ratJAM focus on taking the boost and keeping it in their control, they're going to just take over with that boost. They're going to continue to be that team that just takes the life out of this team, but Nacho now trying to go with nothing, gets past two, Hollow's got to push up now, and this is her chance. Up she goes, looking for a breezy flick, but she won't connect. B's shot will be blocked by Dux, and That's all the Meatballs get, even on that play on offense. Nothing much, and now back the other way, go the ratJAM. Steven, drop down, that shot just wide for Ducks. Aarxn couldn't shoot. She'll continue to push, and the ratJAM will find a way to score. Aarxn may not have made it easy on herself, but eventually she'll push this in the back of the nets.
Oh yeah, and well, she just about did so with Nacho being the one who wants to get it, or wanting to get that one out. Well, Aarxn is the one there to dunk her in the back of the net. 3 minutes 30 remain and 2-0 for ratJAM. ratJAM looking towards match point here, and that's what they want to do. Ducks, oh wow, beautiful redirect there, but too easy for B to get out. It's going to be a flick over Aarxn, I would say. No, she goes the easier route via the sidewall of the backboard. Nacho with the shot, but misses there. Aarxn for the counter attack. Is that going to be on target? Yes, that is, but B can just get back into time to get that one out. Aarxn onto the backboard. No, Hollow being the one to get that one out there. Steven with the shot. Nacho on the backboard is going to get it to the sidewall. Steven there to meet her though. Ducks. Oh, Aarxn's being the first woman here there to get it off the backboard. Good rotation from that ratJAM side. I mean, it's just been on point. The first woman, the second woman, and the third woman are all on point for them. But well, just as I'm saying that, they receive a goal. Not quite a rotation mistake. I think it was Ducks trying to cut Aarxn's there, and she missed the ball. Aarxn's got a bit confused with that, and well, just bounced in 2-1 here, Sporty.
Still works even on Championship Sundays. Aarxn will throw one back on. So the ratJAM won't mind at all with that goal. They've immediately taken their 2-goal lead back right off the kickoff. Aarxn will not miss that shot ever in her career. And the Meatballs, after all that work to get one errand, it's immediately wiped away.
Oh yeah, immediately wiped away indeed. And well, they got that goal. They got that goal that was kind of, maybe they were hoping towards building towards a comeback, maybe trying to get it back in this game, and then building towards a comeback in this series. Not quite though. Now it's gonna bounce off the corner, be off the backboard. Even with the save, Duck getting out in the air, still in the air. Ducks for the double tap. Beautiful scenes from Ducks. And if you don't see this clip on Twitter, I'm not sure what clip you're gonna see on Twitter, because that's a beautiful double tap from Ducks.
Yeah, it is. Ducks from the backfield, and that's about as easy as it gets for... this is routine for Ducks. She's done this a couple times already, and she's going to do more of it, Aaron. We know she does, we know she can, and we know she'll do it again when the time presents itself. It's just second nature.
Oh yeah, just second nature for them here. I mean, I think all players on that team are capable of doing that on a routine basis, on a daily basis. And let's see if we can see more. Mostly in this matchup, because we still have 2 minutes left. And well, there we almost see one, but Adams, the angle was just too tight for it to be on target. What can Steven do here? Can she try? Can she shoot it? No, not quite. Being the one to get it out here. Adams cannot get the follow here. Oh, a hollow back pass to Nacho. Nacho in good place from her. 50 there. Ducks with the 50 on hollow. Off the backboard, Steven being the one to get that one out though. Meatballs kind of getting out their shell a bit, trying to get some attacks on, but it's just not enough, is it, Sporty?
It is not enough here. ratJAM have just been too good so far. And for the Meatballs now, you got a question. Maybe they need to use that tactical timeout.
Wow. Oh, wow!
She's hit it! Aarxn has gone for it! And that is why she's been at the top of ROCS EU. It's why she's been at the top of the women's scene in EU. And it's why she's at the top here today.
Oh, wow, beautifully said by you, Sporty. That was beautiful control off the backboard, and the angle wasn't even that easy. It was a very tight angle for her, and she just smashed it in the back of the net. Crazy scenes from Adams there, and well, like you said, she deserves to be at the top where she's at, because she is the pinnacle.
And so as well, she's at the pinnacle, she's one of the best, she even saved her own team shot. There's another one, B will put it in. The Meatballs will get one for consolation as Ducks and Aarxn's just in an awkward position. They both had full boost as well, but they both hugged that front post, B went back post. And ratJAM a little awkward there, but even so, when you're leading by 3, you don't really need to worry too much about playing perfect defense.
Oh yeah, for sure. Getting a bit out of your shell, a bit out of your back half to try to maybe go for some freestyle goals possibly, or have some fun here because this game is already over. Match point is almost indefinitely gonna be the case here for ratJAM here. If Doug is gonna try to get the sixth one in here for her team here. What can she do? Not much though. The angle's too tight. B gets a demo on Steven though. Hollow a flick over Adams. Adams still gets a touch though. Ducks in the air though. It gets a touch off the ceiling. Flip reset, not quite. Could connect the 4 wheels on that ball there. But yeah, 5-2 is possibly gonna be the end score if they don't. Oh well, I would say 5-3 there almost, but Adams could just get back into in time, and Steven is gonna want to get the sixth one in. It's still up, Sporty. Who's gonna get this goal? Who's gonna get the goal? And it's gonna be Adams. Beautifully positioned and beautiful shot.
Yeah, it's been a beautiful game for Aarxn. 5 goals on 6 shots. She has taken that anger from earlier from earlier today and some of her loss in the RLCS qualifiers to this match, and she's brought it all here to the game 3. 6-2. It's another one-sided game here, and you just think at this point it's consistent that this team does this. To any team they face, no matter what the name is, no matter who they are, they just do this again and again. And now the Meatballs have match point against them. Do they call that tactical timeout? You think they must.
Oh yeah, I mean, they definitely must. And and I mean, honestly, it's what they need. I mean, they need that reset in the game,
They're
and
not calling it.
they're not calling it.
That's
They're
a
not calling it.
gutsy call. I actually kind of I respect that call a ton. Here for the Meatballs, they don't want it. They want to go straight into that next match. So they just want to take this match, take what they see in this match. You really got to think. At least for me, at least, there's something that they're seeing out of this match. Their confidence, and that's a good sign for the Meatballs that they are still confident, even with this whole series going against them. It seems.
Oh yeah, I mean, Meatballs. I mean, I thought they were gonna call it surely, but they're not gonna call it. No tactical timeout for them here. But let's see what ratJAM, if ratJAM can finish it out here, and if Meatballs is gonna try to set up something amazing here, possibly a reverse sweep, but that is up to them. It's gonna be an hard task, but it's possible, is it? Everything's possible here in the Phoenix Cup.
It is. Anything is possible here in this tournament, and with this being single elimination, reverse sweep is what the Meatballs need here in Game 4. Their tournament on the line, and they gotta get off to a good start here on offense, but they haven't gotten the ball up easily. Nacho now, looking for Hollow, dunked by Aarxn. She's got another one coming. B will get the beat. Steven already there with it, and the Meatballs just vying for time, looking to get that ball out of the defense.
Oh yeah, indeed, as Hollow has gotten the ball. There's not taking control of the ball. I thought she was gonna catch it there, but Steven now gets it to the sidewall. Nacho on the sidewall. He's gonna go for the double tap, but what a clear from Adams. He's just gonna be in, and Dux has finished that one. What a goal! What a pass! And what positioning from Dux there to be there to finish it off. I'm not sure if it was gonna go in. No, she read it off the backboard. That is beautiful, Dux.
That is a beautiful read, a beautiful pass, just a beautiful team play. ratJAM are running laps around the Meatballs, and a reminder, this is the semifinals. So with how this team is playing, they want this to be a quick day for themselves. Being that European side, it's not like they're playing at very easy times themselves. This is late for them. They just want it here, and they want it more too. Another one for Ducks, up for a ceiling pinch from Aarxn. And the ratJAMs continue to just have fun with them.
I mean, Adams and Dux definitely have a connection here. I mean, whenever Adams passes, Dux is the one to be at the end of that pass and always scoring it. It's just, wow, I don't know how to describe it, but it's just amazing.
It is. It's majestic to watch ratJAM play. And we're still only just about a minute into this game. The Meatballs, how on earth do they come back from that kind of a start here? ratJAM looking to really set this series down quickly as Ducks looking in the midfield. A team bump from the Meatballs, but they will get that ball away. And at this point now, they're just looking for a goal. Any goal, something to take for themselves. They've had so few scoring opportunities this series, and so few of them converted that they need to make a lot in this game, and they just haven't got us down. Overcommits. Aarxn, it's open, and it will go in. A little turtle shot. Oh, but Nacho's been there. Aarxn gave up on that shot, and ratJAM will continue to search, look for another one. Dux gets to the jump. And the Meatballs continue to struggle just to get in time for some of these challenges.
Oh yeah, indeed, and I thought it was gonna be a goal as well. I don't blame you for thinking it was gonna be a goal, but Ducks with the redirect off the corner read, and well, not someone on the pass there, on the passing end there. Well, a double commit from Adams and Ducks here, but there's for Adams and Steven there. Ducks is gonna be the one to follow that one up, but not much B here. Tries to take it over one, just over Steven. Hollow helps a bit, trying to get it over Ducks. Nacho with the follow-up, trying to get it past Adams. Adams is the one who beats her though. Steven jumping for that doesn't really have much impact. It is gonna try to go for the bump though, but B is too smart. Is too smart to jump over that one. But it's still gonna be 2-0. Half the game officially being ticked off as of right now. And well, Sporty, what do you think for this next 2.5 minutes? Do you think we're gonna see an end to the series?
It seems likely here with the Meatballs continuing to just not get offense, to not get upfield. They're continuing to play defense simulator here, stuck in their back end, stuck even when they get upfield to just find something. And it is ratJAM who continue to just hold this series, to hold that momentum onward. The grand finals is within reach for them. 2 minutes to go, and all they need to do at this point is just make sure the Meatballs don't score. And with a whiff like that, Steven will make this 3-0, but Aarxn has stopped their shot. Sorry, Ducks has stopped their shot. Now back to ratJAM. ratJAM don't even want to score at this point. They want clips, and the Meatballs, they've got to be feeling a little bit toyed with at this point because ratJAM, they don't care about scoring at this point. They're just wasting time.
Oh yeah, they quite literally are wasting time. They just want to get this over with, want to get as much rest as possible because well, after next matchup they're gonna face the winner of Curiosity versus G2 here, and well, I'm excited to see that one, but they want to get it finished as soon as possible because then they have more resting time to prepare for that game versus possibly G2 or Curiosity. We're gonna have to see that one, but for this, still 1 minute left in this one, and well, is it played? I think it might be.
Yeah, I think I would agree with you on that. It feels like this series is nearing its close. It feels like only a matter of time, but again, credit to where credit's due. The Meatball had an incredible Cinderella story just to get to this point. It just is unfortunate that they have to meet ratJAM at this point in their bracket, that they didn't get an easier opponent in the semifinals, but there's a reason why ratJAM are our #1 seed, are our most likely team to win this thing. And it's because they do this, and they do this to anybody. No matter what team you are, the ratJAM always have a chance to take you down, and quite a substantial one. That's another goal in, and now a fake kickoff. At this point for the ratJAM, they're just looking for one more. Steven's off the ceiling. That's going to be off the crossbar. Nearly a 4th one for ratJAM. And for the Meatballs, just looking for something. Meatball in front. Ducks will stop. And it's an unfortunate situation for the Meatballs because they played a really good tournament, Aaron. They met the ratJAM at the worst possible time.
Oh yeah, I mean at the worst possible time. You could argue that, but yeah, unfortunately for them, their run in the Women's Phoenix Cup has come to an end. GG's to Meatballs making that incredible lower bracket run yesterday, but they have played themselves in the prizes. They're 3rd to 4th, so they do indeed get a prize pool, but unfortunately for them, not gonna be more. Not a 2nd or 1st place. They end 3rd to 4th. GG's to Meatballs.
ratJAM moves to the grand finals. It was what people expected, and it's what we see here. The ratJAM have arrived to the Phoenix Cup Championship Sunday and have taken down their first opponent. So they'll be our first finalist here. And again, while there's no real surprises, Meatballs played well. ratJAM deserves to be there. And, well, I don't think any of us are shocked. I don't think you're shocked. I don't think I'm shocked. Really, for the Meatballs, if they had been able to take this team down, we would have been extremely surprised. But again, credit to them for playing well. But for ratJAM, make it to the grand finals. It's what it's what they were expecting themselves to do. Now they're only 1 match away from winning the whole thing, from winning yet another tournament.
Yeah, another tournament indeed. But before we go on to G2, Stride, Luna, and Curiosity, we're gonna head on a short break. So just be here, watch the clips from last game because you're gonna have a ton. Because, well, Those goals scored were immense. So be here, chat a bit, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
we're back. We just saw our first semifinals today with ratJAM sweeping Meatballs to make it to the Phoenix Cup Grand Finals. We've got one more finalist to decide here. G2 Stride Luna or Curiosity. This match on paper is a lot closer, Aaron, and this one definitely has the capabilities of going to Game 7.
Oh yeah, for sure here. I mean, these two teams have been neck on neck with each other, and or are neck on neck with each other on paper. I mean, it's G2 Shy Luna who are, I mean, titans of NA, WCB, and Curiosity, having Courtney on there, which is arguably the best women's player in the scene, with paired up with Lilo, ex 12 Bricks player, if I'm not mistaken, and Sonoki also paired up. Casey Dilla being the sub, and Moon being the man behind the brain for them. So it's gonna be an interesting one.
It is. You mentioned as well that Curiosity side, so new as well compared to G2 Stride Luna, but they have that experience as well. Courtney having been on that Gen G side that lost to G2 Stride Luna in the grand finals of the last Radiant Star Chasers North America event. Lilo was on 12 bricks. She also lost to G2 in the semifinals. So Curiosity at this point want that revenge for G2, and they got it in last week's Stride Weekly. They actually beat G2 in the upper bracket to continue on their run. They eventually got second place behind what is Dux and Alims of ratJAM. So really, this Curiosity side has been able to beat G2 before, but this is a much longer match. It's a best of 7, and there's a lot more money on the line and a lot more pressure on them too. So while they have done it before, you still feel like this is still a revenge story for Curiosity. They haven't been able to do it yet in a best of 7. This is their chance to prove that.
I mean, for sure, it's the chance to do that here today. And well, Curiosity looking for, or is it G2 or Curiosity? I believe if I got my head-to-head match here, it was a 1-2 in the Stride Weekly. And well, obviously you're then gonna want to look for revenge, because this is a bigger tourney, bigger prize money. So let's see who is up for or who is up for that who is up for that grand finals against ratJAM, because honestly, it's it's hard to decide, honestly. If you were to throw me in front of the bus and ask me, hey, what team you think you're just gonna win, I wouldn't know. I don't know. G2 and Curiosity, if G2 are falling a bit behind today, I think Curiosity can take full advantage of that. But just the same way around, if Curiosity are not playing well enough today like normal, I think G2 will also take more than would be more than happy to take advantage of that.
Yeah, as you mentioned as well, it's a matchup that is going to be one of that's going to be close. And for G2 as a roster, they've been around for such a long time. They've been able to kind of take over as that team that leads North America here. Curiosity, that new face, trying to add themselves to the list. And this is where you have to do it. This is where you have to be able to make that happen here, Aaron. And with that grand final spot against ratJAM now in waiting, let's get into our second and final semi-finals. G2 Stride Luna on the blue, Curiosity on the orange. It's a best of 7, as all matches are today. Our second semi-finals, this one is going to be close on paper. One more spot in the Phoenix Cup Finals awaits the winner of this series.
Oh yeah, let's see. Courtney with the 50, Talibird, Sunoki with the follow-up off the backboard. It's gonna be Avenger there. 50 with Courtney, I would say no. Courtney is the one to win there, is forcing it in, and that's gonna be Lilo with the shot, but good block there. Lilo, now what can she do? Avenger doesn't have much boost to work with, does go with a 50 though. Talibird has to turn on this one. Courtney just couldn't reach that ball. Talibird has a bit of free player, a pass to Karma will do, but a block there from Lilo is enough. This has been a great start. Neck on neck, both roaring out of their cages. This is gonna be a very intense one. It's gonna be a long one. I'm smelling it. Game 7.
Game 7 possibility here, but the players to really focus on, we've always mentioned the players to focus on for last series. We mentioned Alims, we mentioned Dux. This one, it's going to be Talibird. You've really got to focus on her. She's herself one of only 2 players in the women's scene that have been able to make it to RLCS main events. The other one is her teammate in Karma. They have both been in that main event. They have both been able to make it into those main events, make it, to where everybody knows their name. This is a G2 side that people recognize, that people know. The other side, you got Courtney. She's been a named player for such a long time, but maybe one of the less known players here. Sanoki comes in, and goal 1 will go to Curiosity.
And well, that is Curiosity coming out here and making a statement. They want to be the Women Phoenix Cup grand finalists here. But is that going to be the 2-0? No, Avenger. Beautiful save from her there. What can Talibird do? Talibird is up. Gets it past Lilo, though, in the middle. What can Courtney do? Courtney is going to bang it out beautifully to Sanoki. I would say that she was going to drop it. She went for the redirect. Missed it, though. Lilo in front. Courtney gets intercepted there. Talibird. Beautiful goal by Talibird to make it 1-1. Get your mother to watch in, because this is going to be an intense match.
It is. That's one, and that's why you don't leave Talibird on a 1v1 against your last defender. She's just that good. She's just that solid mechanically. I remember seeing her back when she was on the Misfits, and she could 1v3 teams at that point. She could absolutely take over a series, and she can still do it here on G2 as well. But that pressure continues. Karma sent to the back wall, bouncing down. Avenger will make it too. G2 Stride Luna flip the lead to their favor.
Indeed, and G2 have made it 2-1 here. Stride Luna are not giving up this easily, and a team that has so much experience. I'm sorry, they can't lose this, right? Surely.
Oh, so mistaken to say G2 can't lose this. They lost to Curiosity. We've already mentioned as well that last Stride event, this Curiosity team has been looking for revenge for so long. They've been able to do it there, but now in a best of 7 with the series so much longer. Because that Stride event, that was a best of 3. A much shorter matchup, one that had a lot more impact on every single game. With this being much more of a measured series, much more of a matchup where these players are going to need to kind of take their time, kind of assess every single game. It's going to be a much tougher road for both these sides to win. G2 wants revenge for that loss in Stride. Curiosity still wants to complete that revenge against a team that took the Stride, the Radiance Star Chasers event over them. But that's a whiff! Oh, it's another one in as a rare mistake. Sanoki whiffed, and that's going to be G2 up by another one.
Talibird shot it off the ceiling. I mean, I don't blame Sanoki. That is a weird ball. That is pretty weird to read. I thought also it was gonna bounce off the roof, and it didn't. Sanoki also didn't see that coming, and well, bounced in the back of the net. 3-1 G2 Stride Luna take the lead there, and well, with a fashion, eh? With a fashion. 3-1, 2 minutes left, and Curiosity need 2 goals to get a comeback and to send it to overtime, but let's see what can happen here as attack is already set up. A save by Avenger. Karma sending it to the corner. Safe haven to Talibird with the 50 there. Talibird with the wave dash. I would say no Karma. Karma onto the corner. Trying to dunk Lilo there. Not quite though. Avenger here on the sidewall waiting for that Sanoki ball. And beautifully read by Avenger there on the sidewall. A 50 from Karma. Karma to the backward. Lilo to the sidewall. Avenger. Talibird with the shot. But good intercept from Lilo there, and well, 40, this is intense.
It is a great start and a great match as well as now Lilo coming in with that flick, and it will fall into the back of the net. She's done just enough to set it up herself, and in the dominance too. We saw her play on that yesterday. This is not her normal car, and yet she's making it work here, play by play.
Oh, play by play, and well, now 3-2 is on the scoreboard. 3 goals by Stride Luna, and of course 2 for Curiosity there, but a 4-1 beautiful shot from Karma there. What an angle to score a redirect from, off the top of her car there, off the corner, beautifully read, and well, just a jump will do. Top bins 4-2, 1 minute 12 remain.
As you said, it's a matchup that I think we've all been wanting to see here. And it just continues to write itself. The story never ends between these two. It feels like, you talk about all these different matchups, all these different rivalries. This is one in the making. And it just, every single time we see it, new history is written, new plays are made, and these players continue to develop further. It's that kind of a match. It's that kind of a series here, Aaron. and we just get to see more of its history being completed.
Oh yeah, indeed. Here, more of the history being written in the books. I mean, it's just beautiful. One for the record books. This one is definitely gonna be. I think y'all should remember this one. This VOD is luckily for you guys gonna be up because you guys are gonna want to watch this one more times than once. But what a shot from Courtney and Lilo also with the follow-up, but somehow that has not ended up in.
No, great defense there, and that's what you're going to need to see. You're going to see that defense. I think I've mentioned it before. I always mention it in every tournament. Defense is what wins championships, but they've got to bring the offense too, and Karma brings it here to shut the door on game one. G2 Stride Luna will start this series in their favor.
Oh yeah, 5-1-0 lead is gonna be a very good start for G2 Stride Luna, especially when you especially when you are looking for revenge. I mean, Curiosity have won the last match that they played in that G2 or in that Stride tournament, and well, let's see what they can do, but because they're making a good start towards that comeback, but a best out of 7 doesn't leave much room.
Does not. It does give teams time to adjust and make adjustments, but it's G2 who comes off with game number 1, and it's Karma, it's Avenger, it's Talibird, it's what you see from G2. These players have such a long history of being at the top, at the top of whatever scene they're in. And again, with that experience as well, all these players know what it's like to be at the top, know what it's like to be in clutch situations. And in a match like this, it really does come down to those little adjustments there and those little changes and just who's playing better on the day. And this is what they need to do. This is the kind of plays they need to do. Now, in between games this minute, this is going to be important for these teams because the way they approach these games is almost certainly going to impact the way the series goes.
Oh yeah, for sure here. I mean, G2 Luna have gotten the best start to a series, getting 1-0 up, and well, I've always said this in most of my casts, in most of my games I've watched. Getting the first game in a best of a 7 is key, because you're the leader then, and Curiosity think, oh, we have enough room to lose another one, but you're gonna take advantage of that, and if you're 2-0 up, you only have to win 2 more to win. But yeah, let's see what can happen because we're already in game 2. Forbidden Temple, take us home.
5 minutes back on the clock. This is game 2, and for Curiosity, they've got to be able to respond here. G2's played well, but Lilo again! Oh, that save off the crossbar! An early attack on offense, and it's Avenger to get the block. Curiosity stuffs there, but Lilo specifically has stepped up huge so far this game, and she's going to continue to do so in this series.
Oh yeah, I would believe so. She is a quality player for her team there. I mean, she definitely brings in the spice that that team needs, and well, let's see if she can do enough to make them lead here today. Let's see what can happen. Courtney onto G2 side there. What a shot from Courtney, but what a save from Karma there. Beautiful.
Karma reaching back net, and her bag of tricks. Another one out for G2 Stride Luna as that defense gets bombarded further. Sonoki, Tally gets this one away. Flip reset under Lilo, now popped over. Courtney waiting patiently further, but Karma with that team bump to get the offense continued. And it's a creative play too, but G2 can't act on it. They'll go again with Karma, leaving it for Talibird. Challenged by Sonoki. Courtney, backflip, Tally's just faster. Lilo waiting with space, and it will be a clear way for Curiosity, but still stuffed in that midfield. Courtney, the last one back, and she'll fill the one on, but Avenger will be there, and Curiosity will have to try again with Sonoki. Flicked, can't get past Avenger, who has just been a brick wall on that backline for G2, and will continue to be so, as Curiosity is still fighting through. Courtney trying to get more involved in this offense, and we're seeing it continue! Now it's Sonoki, another one in the net. She got the goal scoring started for Curiosity in game 1. She does it again in game 2.
Let's see how G2 responds to this one, because if like you said in game 1, Curiosity gained the lead, also in this fashion getting that first goal, but G2 have immediately gotten those goals back, and well, let's see if they can copy Control V or Control C Control V this, because well, I mean, if that happens, it's gonna be another G2 masterclass, I would say.
Yeah, but that
Oh,
masterclass has not started. Here's another save away. Avenger again on that back line, bringing the defense that G2 has been looking for. And really, that defense has been tested all throughout this game. It has been curiosity about the offense. They have given zero shots to G2's Tribuna here in this one, but eventually that good defense will break. And look who scores here. It's Courtney. Who else but the player who's been able to lead this team and get them into good positions when they need it.
oh, and well, they need it here, and look who's there, Courtney, being the one to make it 2-0 up here. Good ways for curiosity here, but that's gonna be the 2-1 Avenger off the kickoff, and the G2 kickoff has striked again. Beautiful G from Avenger there, being able to beat Courtney there, who backflipped unfortunately for her, but well, I think Avenger doesn't mind. She grabs that goal, 1-2. And the goal deficit is only 1 curiosity. We're happy with that 2 goal deficit. Now it's only being 1. Still 1 goal up though. They still gotta keep it tight, keep the defense shut, because you don't want G2 tying up. Because if G2 goes at a pace, they're gonna go faster and faster and faster, and you're not gonna be able to keep up with them.
Yeah, G2's a team that can definitely pick up that pace. Avengers specifically has been playing so well, but Karma!
Oh!
Courtney has absolutely denied that shot. Tally goes. That's off the post. And Curiosity could not keep them away, but they keep the blocks coming. G2, now their turn on defense. Courtney, Lilo, 2 commits, and Tally waiting back, but not on a lot of boosts. Sanoki trying to see if Courtney will challenge, and still she'll go herself. Tallybird up to it, but not enough boost to challenge. Courtney will clear. Avenger is waiting, and a demo as well. Won't stop her touch. Tallybird with the bump. Lilo will be there, and the Curiosity will have to slow this game down. A frenetic couple of seconds there on their own defensive half. No wonder they wanted to kind of slow things down, keep things easy, because that's the pacing that you talked about, Aaron. That's G2 bringing this faster and faster, and they're still not done.
Still not done indeed, and G2 are gonna want to get this equalizer here fast, because time is running out for G2. They need to put up the pace a bit faster. I know they're doing it fast, but a bit more faster would do for the equalizer. 50 there in the middle of the air there. Tally now to the sidewall. Can she get the follow-up? Yes, she can. Sanoki getting it to the corner though. Karma being the one to challenge first here though. 50, really slow 50 there. And well, a double demo. Lilo and Sanoki leaves enough room. A triple demo is enough. What a play! What a play from G2 tries to make it, to equalize. Oh my! Avenger, wow!
Beating G2, deleting Curiosity, and it has been her, and only her, who has really brought G2 back into this. 3 saves on defense, 2 goals that have been directly off of her work. I've heard so many people talk about Avenger in the past, and talk about the star-studded talent she's around. She herself is a star-studded player. This should be ample proof with how G2 is playing, and another goes in. Karma takes it. The lead is G2's.
I mean, it's exactly what I've been talking about, Sporty. Whenever G2 tried here, I mean, if they score and they keep up a pace, they just keep going at that pace until they can't stop. And now they've gotten back the lead. And like I said, G2 are about to win this one and get it to the 2-0 mark in the series, and that's not going to be so nice for Curiosity, because they would like to tie it up here for the series.
Time running out here for Curiosity. They've got to get on offense, and they just have not been able to in this last half of the game. Courtney, great first touch. Tallybird's beats. Sanoki, waiting. Redirects! That's off the crossbar. Lilo goes again.
Oh.
Karma, Avenger, Knight again hits.
Oh.
Courtney again! She's clutch. The ISIS Curiosities. This game is tied.
This game is tied indeed, and well, Sporty, believe it or not, it's gonna go to an overtime. Well, not quite to an overtime. It's 3 goals, 3 seconds left, and also the other side also has 3 goals. Kind of funnily enough, the 3 on the scoreboard. But now it's gonna be 0 seconds. Is Tally gonna score in the 0 seconds? No, she's not, right. Avenger still keeping it up though on the sidewall. Karma being up there, keeping it up. Sanoki has to keep this one up, but decides to leave it there. 3-3 overtime, and well, we're gonna see which side is gonna grab onto the longer end, because I thought it was gonna be G2 for a good while, and then it was Curiosity getting back in that last couple of seconds. Beautiful, but let's see who can finish it off in this overtime.
Courtney has been clutch so often for this team. She continues to find goals when this team needs it. She's that player. There's a reason she's done it, but that one almost beats her. Avenger sets up Tallybird. That shot goes high, and Curiosity will bait back again. Courtney with the beat. Tallybird now over Sanoki. She's still got another one on it. Over Lilo to the back wall. Avenger's waiting. She's been a true leader this game for G2 and continues to look for any offensive push, but this one will go back. Another clear for Tallybird. Avenger already up to the back wall. Lilo should have this one, but away from the back wall. Avenger to go to goal. Courtney's got to beat it, and she will. The pressure is still on, but Curiosity will survive for now. And G2 put on that squeeze. Curiosity will eventually release that grip.
Indeed, a good demo from Lilo. There's going to leave some space to Noki there. Avenger being the one to get out. G2 just have to keep calm here. But Karma has just spawned back. But what a bump play there. But I'm pretty sure you could just catch it on camera. But Karma was just bumped out of the play there. She would have been the one to save it there, but not quite, as she was bumped out. But now it's going to be G2 on the attack. What can Avengers do? 50 with Courtney there. It's going to go onto Lilo. Lilo getting it out, clearing it out. Karma being the one to challenge. Beautiful challenge from Karma, and almost a redirect from Tally, who tried to redirect that one off the side of that 50 of Karma, but not quite. What can Tallybird do? Can she help Avenger a bit? She's a bit too close for her liking, I would say, but it's working. And well, this overtime is far from over.
This game just continues to bring new levels to the rivalry in progress. Curiosity trying to even this series up. They don't want to use that tactical timeout that they have at their disposal this early, because G2 is bringing that fight and they're bringing it heavy. Avenger now in field, but no one can challenge that one. Sanoki will leave it for Courtney. That first touch gets away from her, and Avenger Tallybird. Now this one for Tallybird to the corner. Lilo will challenge. It's out in the midfield. Sanoki will clear again. This one now progressing further, cleared up. Avenger can't find the infield pass, but Karma will have this one. She's with two. This should be Curiosities, but Tallybird will push, and G2 will have to retreat with that challenge. G2, at this point, just trying to play that defensive. You can tell they don't want to take that risk in the midfield, don't want to overcommit. They recognize Curiosity are such a good team at those counterattacks that any aggressive play on offense, any heavy push on offense could be their last.
Oh, yeah, indeed. I would definitely agree with you on that. But I see the stress in some players. Some players keep banging it out, and the stress and the panic plays have been coming into play here. And it's just, whoa, wow, a shot from Tally. I'm sorry to cut myself off there. Courtney with a beautiful save there of the sidewall. Karma there. Lilo beats her. What can Tally do? Karma, 50. Tally onto the backboard. Surely it's a double tap, right? Yes, it is, but blocked off by Courtney. Avenger misses. What can Karma do? Gets it to the sidewall. Can she follow it up? No, Tally can though. Off the ceiling, what can she do? A beautiful pancake. Does she have a reset? I mean, that would have been sick if she could have scored that, but not quite. Still in this overtime, we've almost had two games in there. Almost 5 minutes. Well, 4 minutes now. But let's see if we can get to that 5-minute mark.
It doesn't seem unlikely with these teams playing this close, with these teams playing at this ferocity, and also these teams kind of not taking those risks anymore. Yeah, you mentioned it. There's a lot of clears. You're seeing a lot of these players panic. Oh, and it's a miss from Sanoki. Tallybird. Just under 4 minutes of OT gone by, and it's G2 Stridlina who once again find a way to win, even when the pressure's on them. Curiosity now put on the back foot.
Oh yeah, Curiosity there was so close to making it 1-1 in the series. Not quite though. And unfortunately for them, they go down 2-0 now in the series, and that is not so nice, Sporty. That is not a good start. Not so much.
Isn't it? And I'm not seeing that tactical timeout called either. They don't want to use it here, so Curiosity themselves, I don't blame them for it too. This game was a lot better for them than that first one. They want to keep that momentum going. Because I'll be honest, Aaron, with how they played this game, if they continue to do this, if they just elevate as they have from game 1 to game 2, they're going to do it again. They're going to beat this team eventually. And G2, I think even they recognize it. This game was close. It really could have been Curiosity's. And now they're elevating, it's G2 Stride Luna who are going to have to find a way to adjust their playstyle accordingly.
Oh yeah, they're gonna have to. I mean, honestly, this Curiosity side is showing that they can defeat G2 here, but G2 have been so good at keeping their cool. Even if they're behind a goal, they still keep their cool and they boost up the pace all of a sudden, and then bam, they're in front, and then bam, they win the second game. But are they gonna do it in the third one to get match point here, Sporty? We're about to find out as all the players load up in the map, rev up their engines, and let's see what's gonna happen. Next 5 minutes is gonna prove, is it gonna be on match point or our Curiosity building a comeback here?
Yeah, and I think this game really is going to decide the series if G2 take it. I don't see Curiosity reverse sweeping them. But anything can happen, and for your Curiosity, this game really does matter. They've got to get off to a good start, and they've got to continue to do so, and that's already a great play there. Karma has blocked that shot on the goal line. Curiosity again bringing the early offense. They have just been squashed by G2 Strike defense that has looked absolutely perfect at times.
Oh yeah, an adventure! Oh wow, that's gonna be Karma pre-jump, beautiful pre-jump, but who also pre-jump was Courtney. Beautiful save from her there. Lilo to the side was Sunoki. Tally in the middle. Karma being the one to follow that one up. A whiff though from her. It's gonna be now Courtney getting that out. Tallybird. The demo is on Courtney here. What can Adventure do? The Adventure misses the ball, but Karma hits it to the backboard, I would say, but Courtney is the one to intercept that pass to the backboard there. And what can Adventure do? Can she get it to the backboard? No, Sunoki once again intercepts it before it can even reach the backboard, and that is on point from Curiosity there.
Yeah, but they'll have to push up further here. G2, again, that defense has just been so scary to play against. Karma specifically has had an insane time on that back line and has just kept everything out. These teams are bringing it all today, and you're seeing it on the defense. We talked about the Meatballs defense earlier, how good they've been. G2's bringing a level above that, and it's Curiosity's got to be careful. It's Courtney, a whiff, but nobody challenged from G2. They weren't ready for a mistake there, and now they go again. Avenger the back wall. Karma will see that clear from Lilo. Tallybird catches this herself. Flick past one, but Lilo will challenge two. The new Dominus player now, getting past Avenger. Lilo in space. This is what she can do, but Tallybird will stop her on her slow progression upfield. And Curiosity will look for more on that infield pass. Courtney on the beat, out to the corner. Second touch won't be hers, and Avenger will take it away. But it's G2 Stride Luna who just seem to be in the right place at the right time. They predict the plays before they even happen, it feels, Aaron. And Curiosity cannot seem to get an inch on offense.
Oh yeah, I mean, it's 2 shots on goal. I mean, now 3, but they've all been from far out. Cannot really get too close, because if they get too close, it's going to be G2 Stride Luna immediately capitalizing on them being too close. And well, now Tallybird on the 50 now bounces up. How did she read that? Oh my, Tallybird, can she go on? Just a dunk. Karma is there though. G2 are willing to be that close, and while they're doing that, Karma try to do a little fast with the shielding shot, but not quite, as it's still 0-0, still 0-0, 2:15 remain.
Yeah, still 0-0. Another match that keeps itself close, that keeps itself in the contest. Sonoki now searching for the back wall. Avenger backflipping to it, but that's another whiff from her. She's had a couple of those already. But G2 has been able to work around them. You can feel the pressure here, Aaron. You know these players are feeling that pressure. This is a tough series, and there's a lot riding on it. These teams may have guaranteed top 4, but you know they want to be in that grand finals. They've made grand finals in various other tournaments. They want to do it here, but this match is anything but easy for either of them.
Oh yeah, I would definitely agree with you on that there. But what can Courtney do here? With a beautiful 50, can she turn? Well, Tallybird can turn on that one for the 50, but now it's going to be Lido being Karma to that ball. Tally to the side while Courtney being there, but Tally beating there. Oh wow, off the backboard. I would say a double tap, but Courtney is there. Courtney is a fast player, and Courtney can just get that one out. She can be on the offense the second later she can be on the defense on the backboard. Courtney is just damn.
Yeah, she is. She is just consistent. She is her, as you've already stated there. And she's going to continue to do that, but it's a great bump! And it's Avenger to poke that one through for G2. Lilo sitting on the back wall got harassed by Karma. And eventually, G2 Stradlina are the ones to take the lead. And with less than a minute to go, Aaron, this is going to be difficult for Curiosity. They've got to make another late comeback here in Game 3. And this one, it feels like this one matters even more with what is on the line if G2 take this game.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, if G2 take this game, we're gonna need to see a Curiosity reverse sweep in a best out of 7. The hardest thing to do in Rocket League, I would say, a reverse sweep against G2. Against a team that is capable of the things that G2 can do. I don't think it'll be that very easy for Curiosity. Curiosity might have had their hardest test in their career if they pull that off. I mean, that would be amazing. Oh wow, a beautiful stop with Lilo with the save.
Curiosity's got to move upfield here. The North American Radiant Star Chasers champions holding them down. A save from Talibird here. Now Sonoki dunked away. Courtney's got to race back, but with no boost, she can't do much here. Lilo, full tank to work with. She's got the jump and the beat, but Talibird will drop it down. G2 Stradlina now on quadruple match point. They may be doing what we just saw from ratJAM earlier. And as soon as that ball hit the ground, the call came from Courtney. Our first tactical timeout used today.
First tactical timeout indeed. And well, if you set that timer, I'm gonna be talking about how this might affect G2 in possibly a bad manner, because if Curiosity, I mean, like we've talked about this enough on the pre-show, tactical timeouts are huge for best out of 7s in particular, because it leaves more room for players to think out more strategies, try more strategies, because this G2 side is looking almost unbeatable for this Curiosity side. But let's see what they are gonna do after the timeout, because well, for now we still have a timeout.
We do, that extra minute now starting here, and you mentioned as well, Curiosity do have a coach in Moon. I wonder what he's going to be talking to them in the background about, because really, this is now Moon's work. This is what he is. He's the coach on this team for a reason. This is his time to really kind of get his team back, to pull them together in this tactical timeout. This, is that extra minutes kind of starting up here for both these teams. I know, again, it's such a stressful moment, not for just this team, but for Moon, really, because he knows he's got to pull his team together in a match that has really not been theirs. G2 has been able to pull out, and specifically, it has been Avenger who has really been able to pull out the clutch moments for G2. So often, it's Talibird and Karma, but today's Avenger's day to show up.
Oh yeah, definitely here, Sporty. I mean, it's been, it has to be the coach, right? The coach Moon here trying to get his team to get back to work, because it's
did Aaron cut out here? I think Aaron cut out for us, guys. I apologize for that. We're going to get him back in as soon as we can, but while it's happening, that tactical timeout has ended. Again, we'll get Aaron back as soon as we can, but our tactical timeout is over, so we're going to move into game number 4. G2 Stradlina on the chance to sweep Curiosity out of the Women's Phoenix Cup here. This is that, this could be our final match of the series here in this one, as G2 taking on Curiosity still. And what we've seen so much of here after that timeout is the question of how are they going to respond. We know that Moon's been talking to his players. We know that Curiosity has been talking a lot themselves. What do they have in store? Well, it's not that. Karma's already gone on the board, and G2 Stradlina have absolutely made it known early what they think of that minute. They don't care at all. An early one in. Karma will take that shot.
Oh, Karma will most definitely take that shot, and it's going to be in 1-0 already for G2. Are we going to see our second sweep of today's Sporty? I mean, it's almost certain, right?
Feels like it is, but I would hold your pace on that. On the match we saw earlier, these matches have been insanely close. There really hasn't been much to separate it. I mean, we had a 4-minute OT in one of these games, Aaron. Sure, G2 has been taking these games, But I'm just gonna hold my breath still. Curiosity can definitely bring this back, and I would not find it surprising.
I would definitely not find it surprising. Because I mean, come on, Curiosity is a very, very strong side, and well, they can definitely pull this reverse sweep off. I mean, if it would be any team, it would definitely be Curiosity being capable of that reverse sweep. But for now, they still have to get this one goal to try to tie it back up, to even get to even start or to even further dreaming about that reverse sweep, because you're still down in the game and almost 2-0.
Yeah, awkward rotation there, Curiosity. Both players pushing to that corner, and you're starting to see again that little bit of panic here, that little bit of doubt here in Curiosity. Do they fully believe in themselves to take this series back? They beat G2 the last time they played in that Stride Weekly, but that was a best of 3. This is a best of 7. These teams have, these players, Courtney and Lilo, have both had their troubles with playing G2 in best of 7s. In that last Radiant Starchasers event, they both lost to G2. Now they want that revenge in this moment, but they have not been able to take it here yet. G2 continues to elevate that gameplay, but only up by 1. The pressure will further commence. Karma in for Talibird. That one on the crossbar, and she'll find the pass outward, but it goes to Avenger, beat on Lilo. Curiosity trying to break out here. Avenger again trying to push upfield, create that space. Finally, Curiosity with a chance to breathe, a chance to get some plays upfield. Courtney again sitting back, being that most offensive player for them, and we have not seen a lot of Courtney so far this series. It feels like really she needs to be able to rally her team together, because she is that on the field leader.
Oh yeah, for sure, she has led this team to their place where they at now, and she wants to lead them even further. But well, G2. Oh my, it's just been so strong. They're so strong.
It has been. This has been a top-notch G2. This is exactly, I think, what people expect to see when they see G2. This is exactly what you would, what you would want to see if you're a G2 fan. But Curiosity still trying to find that goal back. This game has been anything but kind to them, and they'll have to continue attacking. Now another one. Karma off the sidewall, has the touch away. Avenger redirects, got it!
Oh my.
Avenger's did another one. They just cannot stop scoring incredible goals. This really is Avengers night.
What a pass also from Karma there, and just beautiful. G2 Avenger there, getting that redirect. It's immensely. It's just immense. Is she human? I'm not sure, because well, there has to be an AI. Oh my, the beautifulness on that one.
But I think that's the perfect way to describe it, Aaron. That was absolutely beautiful. And you know what? That is a perfect way to describe it as well. Avenger has just been that good. Of all the players to, see lead this team, it's Avenger today. It's Avenger still, but now Tally! Dunked by Lilo! Curiosity are not going to give up just yet.
Oh, not yet, and well, they want the comeback. And wow, if they want to get a comeback, why not do it now, eh? You guys only have 1 minute 30 left to score another goal here to tie it all up to go to overtime. But let's see what they can do. If Tally is going to go for the 3-1 there, but it's going to get saved by Lilo. Good bump on the last man there. Courtney, or last woman, my apologies there. Karma has gotten it to the backboard. Oh, Avenger. Karma to the sidewall. Lilo with the shot to the corner there to try to put some pressure on them, because if you couldn't put it in that corner, they're going to be wanting to force that one out of their corner. So are the most safest place for the ball to be, but also the most dangerous ones. And there, that's a perfect example.
Yeah, but Curiosity, they can't be stuck in their own corner. They've got to push out. Time's not their friend here. As it's running out, the clock is ticking, and so too is their chance in getting to the grand finals of the Phoenix Cup. Courtney, not a lot of boost left. Now a Demo on Sanoki right off the spawn too. Courtney's got nothing in the tank, but she'll find the clear. Lilo out to the corner. Talibird will stop. Courtney turns on it. Tally, the dunk. Sanoki waiting in the midfield. This is where you've got to be able to show up. Avenger clears this one away, but Tally has to chase after it. And another demo from G2, removing Curiosity and their opportunities. Avenger to clear. Courtney pinched with Talibird. That will bounce off the ceiling. Karma's got to get to it, but time running out. Sanoki's overshot this one. Lilo trying to keep it alive. Time is ticking to the final seconds. At 0 seconds now, they've got to get a goal. Courtney can't get it past Karma. No second touch, easy. But G2 will get it. Another sweep. They've gone to the grand finals to take on ratJAM. The best of both regions are coming to the end of the tournament.
Oh wow, and what better way it could end. The best of both regions are gonna clash onto each other in the grand finals. What a way to end this semi-final madness, because, well, believe it or not, we're already going to the grand finals. But before that, Sporty, do you have anything to tell?
Incredible from G2. Coming into the series, we said it would be close. We said this was Game 7 material. G2 have completely changed my opinion. This is the G2 side that has completely changed from yesterday. This is a much better G2 side from yesterday. Having seen both these teams yesterday, I was completely convinced. This is Game 7. This is a series that has to go to Champions Field. G2 have completely denied that opportunity, and they're proving that maybe ratJAM aren't as high above everyone else as we thought they are.
I mean, maybe not. I mean, I thought Curiosity versus G2 was going to be a close one, but it seemed to be not the case, as it was a sweep. But as much as it was a sweep, I still think after that game 1, something snapped into Curiosity's mind, and they were so close at getting a series, they were at least 1 goal behind in like at least 2-3 games. So props to them, but unfortunately that will not cut it for today. They are out. But before we head on to the grand finals, we're gonna head on to a little break, but be prepared, because this is one hell of a grand finals you're not gonna want to miss.
This is it, Aaron. This is the grand finals. It's been a pretty quick day so far. If we take a look at our schedule here so far, we had ratJAM sweeping the Meatballs in our first series of the nights. Then we just saw G2 Stride Luna sweeping their opponents in Curiosity. We've got the best of Europe and the best of North America here. The two Radiant Star Chasers event winners here in the grand finals. I don't think we could have drawn this up any better here. Again, it's been what a day. We take a look at we just got to take a look at this. Look what our schedule has seen so far here. It's been incredible, Aaron. And still, this grand finals, you know, this is really the interregional matchup that we needed to see.
I mean, this is the matchup that probably most people would think that was the most that was gonna be the most legit, the most realistic one on paper, and it has happened. EU versus G2, well, EU versus G2. That kind of rhymes a bit, but I like it. EU versus G2 and a Stride Luna, and well, this is gonna be a spicy one. ratJAM going pretty much undefeated here, and G2 Stride Luna also the same, because they haven't lost in the qualifiers. So haven't ratJAM, so it's gonna be a loss for either one of them, but it's gonna decide who's gonna be the first place and the second place, and I'm gonna be excited for this one.
Yeah, as you said, it's the series that we've all been waiting for. I think everybody in chat wanted it too. That's the match we wanted. We wanted to see the best of each region. That's what we get to see. The best of each region. ratJAM, Steven, Dux, Olims, we've seen them already dominate the Meatballs. G2's Droid Luna, pulling ahead with Karma, Talibert, Adventure Coach Ryu in the backline. This is a grand finals in the making, and it's the one that everybody wants to see. And everybody gets it too, Aaron. You know, I couldn't have asked for any better matchup to end this tournament.
Oh nah, you couldn't ask any better matchup. EU Titans going up against the NA Titans. It's gonna be a battle of the best, and well, on NA or oh my, I'm sorry, struggling over my words, but on the NA servers, G2 might have an advantage, don't they?
Well, I would say, you would think that, but ratJAM has won almost every single Stride event. The only team they have lost to is G2, but they've won every event but one. And that's what we've gotten here from these teams. That's what we've seen from ratJAM, is that they don't care about that ping. That ping is not a problem for them. The ping is nothing for them. They're used to it. They're used to that pressure. They're used to this position here. ratJAM seem to win everything. G2, as long as it's an NA tournament, they're always up there at the top as well. It's one of those things where, you know, a grand finals like this was sure to happen. It was sure to be made. And again, we just see it. ratJAM don't mind about that ping. Even though sure it's a disadvantage for them, it really isn't.
Oh yeah, I mean it's quite. I mean, it was a bit of a disadvantage. Maybe they're gonna blame it on the ping if they lose. We don't know. We've seen that a lot in recent other tournaments. I don't even have to name the tournaments. But yeah, I mean it's gonna be a neck one either way.
It is. And, you know, coming into this one, against the same players that have been leading, but we got to talk about it. Who on ratJAM? We've already mentioned Avengers being that kind of stand-up player for G2 today, the player that has really shown up when they needed her. On ratJAM, who has been that player for you that has really stepped up and has kind of surprised you with how they've been playing today?
I mean,
It's a tough decision, right? It's a tough decision.
I mean, we're gonna have to make an MVP after this one, you know.
We are.
Right?
We're going to have an MVP decided after this one.
Yeah.
I feel like if there's any front runner for ratJAM, Dux could be a really good shoo-in for that MVP award. I mean, we saw what she could hit in that first series. She went for double tap after double tap, and she never missed. That's a scary thing. She never missed her double taps. So while you have Olims out there doing her thing, you have Dux there doing the same thing as well. And like that's what we're gonna see here. Is we're gonna see these players stand up and stand tall, Aaron. And you know, it's one more best of 7. It's one more matchup to determine who's the best of the best in the women's scene here. Again, that's the fun thing about all these tournaments. The best team always changes. Maybe today is G2's day. Maybe today is ratJAM's day. We haven't had an interregional matchup like this in a very long time. This really feels like, Aaron, our first major interregional matchup, our first major interregional finals that we've had in the women's scene in I don't know how many months. It really does feel that big.
I mean, it feels so big that this matchup might have actually have a combined MLR over it's over 6,000. Nah, it's definitely over 9,000 if you're gonna speak if you're gonna speak on references here. But yeah, not speaking too much about references because well this matchup is gonna be it's the most anticipated, isn't it, Sporty? It's the
It
most
is.
anticipated matchup, and I'm happy to co-star it with you because we're gonna be both the commentators for today, and I'm excited.
Yeah, I know. I know, over a month ago over like 2 months ago, when we first planned this tournament, I was thinking, what are we going to see in the women's scene? And I'm just going to say this, they've impressed me well more than I thought we would see. This is a grand finals, EU, NA, the best of both regions. It's like a world championship here in the Women's Phoenix Cup. Welcome to the grand finals. It's ratJAM. It's G2 Stride Luna. This is for everything here. A championship team awaits one of these two. And this series will determine it.
Indeed, Tally off the backboard. Can she double tap? No, Adams is gonna be the one to get it out here. Ducks pre-flipping that 50 with Karma. Karma, can she get the follow-up? Yes, she can. 50 with Steven. Ducks turns on that one off the wall. It's gonna, well, that's gonna be a Mactuff. One reset, can't get the other one, but it's gonna be enough for the 1-0. 30 seconds in and already 1-0. I'm not sure if that's a Mactuff though, that's just a normal reset, but the Ducks has gotten the first one in.
Semifinals, I didn't know if she would do it here, but 30 seconds in, she's made her name known. Ducks will goal one, and just the goals we've been seeing today. If you guys haven't known, I've been running the Twitter accounts, and I can't keep up with how many goals we've been getting from these players. It's just been again and again. We see goal after goal, play after play. Players step up to the plate and swing hard, and they just continue to find goals that I don't think anybody was expecting. Aarxn now going for herself off the ceiling. Great touch under the bar, and that's just gonna bounce out almost a second for ratJAM. Only pixels away from going in, but G2 getting a beatdown right now.
Oh yeah, I mean G2 have to score right here right now, but can't do it. Adams with the save, Ducks with the 50. Tally now onto the middle, no one there to follow it up, but it clear. Steven onto the corner. Or it's gonna get sent in, but Avenger being the one to send it out here. Tally now in the middle, 50 with Ducks, another 50 with Steven is the one to win here.
As I said as well, again, a great start here, but they're only up by one. Avenger looking to take the other way, but she's been stopped in the midfield. Karma, Tallybird, back is Alem's. Tallybird still trying to get that challenge, but it's Alems again who has stood out as being that top tier player. Now she's got a flip reset. We know she can score those, but Avenger pre-jumps it by a mile. G2 Stride Luna predicting the ratJAM. That was something the Meatballs could not do earlier, and they're going to need to do more of it because this ratJAM side, they just know each other like the back of their hand. Really, that Ducks Alems connection has really been able to lead this team to various championships, and if you're going to beat them, you got to be able to know what they're going to do next.
Oh, indeed. These players have been doing the same for, well, these past 6 weeks on the weekly Stride tournaments, and of course in Radiant also. And they've just, they're used to being the champions, right? Why not play with your full extent on this one also? Because they're gonna try to get another championship on their name, trying to write more books, trying to write more history, and they're gonna do it right here. And it starts on this Manfield.
It does. It does feel like there's a lot of history being made here. This matchup of the regions of the best of Europe and the best of North America. It's the rivalry in Rocket League that no one will ever forget. And it's here in the women's scene as well. Ducks, another flip reset. That one can't get past Tallybird as Alems will jump. Karma to beat. Steven, shot on, but Avenger will be there to save. The ball now bouncing up. Steven again. Avenger with the jump. As we get under the final 2 minutes, and G2 still have not been able to put one in the back of that net, and they haven't really been able to get offense as much in general. The shots are 4-1. It's been a low-shooting game, but that's exactly what ratJAM wants.
Yeah, exactly what ratJAM wants indeed, because they know G2 are lethal on those offensive chances there, and they're doing the best they can to try to avoid as much chances as they can, and they're doing very well. Only one shot from the G2 side is is looking good for ratJAM. ratJAM are definitely looking towards his first victory here, but they just need to keep it up because 1 goal deficit is not much, but that's gonna be more Avenger. No, 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 a no goal. 2-0.
It's an awkward place for Avenger. She's got low boost stuck on the ground as well. Aarxn's shots have been lethal today, and I don't blame her for hitting that one in. She's just trying to find as much net as possible to block. Just an unfortunate position here, but for ratJAM, it does feel like it was coming for them. A second goal up here, and G2 Stride Luna have to continue just ask the question, how on earth do you break through that midfield? Because ratJAM have given them no openings.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, nil openings. Indeed. I mean, they've given them one and now two shots, and well, G2 haven't really done much. I mean, 2 shots. Duxus only has 2 shots on her name. The full team of ratJAM have 7 shots in total, and G2 barely have 2. So G2, they're gonna need to look at next game and look a bit closer at what they want to do, because this ratJAM side aren't gonna just let them walk over them.
They are. That's the thing about this G2 side. They are always have a chance in a match. That's the thing about both these teams. They always have a chance in this match. You can't count any of them out. You can't count any of them as underdogs. In a series like this, they're both equally able to take this series. But right now, ratJAM off to a great start. Aarxn will make this 3. It's just been ratJAM in game 1. And for G2 Stride Luna, they've been flustered on defense. This is not the start they wanted, but they can definitely learn a lot. And with their coach as well in the backfield, expect a lot of changes to be made in this series.
Oh yeah, their coach is gonna want to help this team and try to get some brain in, you know? Say like, okay, I'm actually curious when either one of these teams are gonna use the tactical timeout, because the coach definitely has a big role in choosing when to do that timeout. Are you gonna do it right now? Because that has happened, where they do it after the first match. Or are they gonna do it after 3 matches where they literally have no choice? Or are they gonna do it after this one? But it's up to them, because I mean, they could just about win the next one and then they don't even have to use a timeout. So that's why I like timeouts. Timeouts are my favorite thing.
Yeah, it allows that fourth voice, that coach, to be, involved as well. But for ratJAM, they don't have a coach. It's just the 3 players. That's the thing about it. It's just those three players. They don't have a coach. They don't have a 4th person talking with them. For G2, they do. But they aren't going to use that tactical timeout here. You could understand why they don't want to use it this early, when they are just learning how to play against this ratJAM side. They are not unused to playing to them. They've played against Ducks and Aarxn a lot in those Stride weeklies, but this match is longer. This match has a lot more riding on it. That $500 prize pool, it's $250 to the winner and $150 to second. So there's a pretty big difference in that prize pool for if you're first or not. And for G2, utilizing that tactical timeout early is not what you want to see, because that's exactly what gives ratJAM an opening to continue doing this.
Oh yeah, I mean, ratJAM have to just keep this up. I mean, ratJAM aren't doing anything wrong. They're doing everything perfect. But G2 Stride Luna, as we saw in every other matchup, they just picked up the pace of the game, and they just kept going and going and going until they couldn't. But they just can't seem to find the pace against this ratJAM side.
Yeah, but maybe game 2 can provide a little bit different. You know, they were talking in that minute between games, but they've got to be able to execute now. Ducks trying to get that early start for ratJAM, really shut down the momentum for G2 as Tallybird. That one goes behind Steven. Aarxn will be there with it. And now, Aarxn has this one. Avenger beats. Oh, it's still going. Aarxn has nearly found it, but Tallybird will get the block. And G2 will continue to kind of get this one upfield, just get away from defense, but they still can't. Aarxn, musty flick. Easily kept away by Carmen. Another demo from G2. Now the bump as well. If they can't, get around them, they're going to go right through them here. G2, the change-up they're going for is that demos. And, well, we haven't seen ratJAM really have to deal with that demos at all this tournament. This could definitely be a new first for them.
Oh yeah, for sure. It could definitely be a new light being shined in their eyes here. But let's see what G2 can change up, because at the moment, nothing really has changed up. 1 shot from Tallybird, and well, 2 already from Aarxn here. It's looking a bit better for G2, but just not as quiet how they were playing against Meatballs.
As you mentioned here, G2, that they had so many shots against Curiosity. ratJAM had so many shots against Meatballs too. But yeah, as you mentioned, yeah, they may have the demos. That may be a change, but the shot quality and the shot quantity has not changed at all for them. And that's going to become an issue for them. They're not going to get a lot of chits on that net. Not with how good ratJAM is. ratJAM themselves are forcing these teams to play with low shots, and they know that their quality of shots have just been better so far. But for G2, they've got to be able to utilize it themselves. Avenger trying to go for that double tap, but she'll never get past Aarxn with that one. And ratJAM will go the other way. Aarxn flicked upfield. Dux is waiting, but Karma on the beat. Here she goes again down the sideline as Karma gets past Aarxn too. Infield options. Karma to herself, but it's off the crossbar. Talibird infield. Avenger shot is on, is in, and it's Avenger for G2 again who gets this team on the board.
And indeed, Avenger getting that on the board. They want to 1-1 in this series, and it's a beautiful shot. Avenger coming out of nowhere and just having the power, the strength, and everything that comes with a shot in the back of the net. And 1-0 for G2. G2 are looking towards this 1-1, and they're looking towards a 2-0 now. A fake from Tally, but Dux has seen right through that.
Dux saw that play as well, as much as G2 wanted to get that play past her. Dux has just been, again, so consistent tonight. You know, these players aren't really fighting for that MVP award, but there's definitely candidates here. But Karma may want to be one of them. That's sailing into the blue gold. G2's got another, and the lead is now made to 2.
Lead is now indeed made to 2, and well, G2, well, Sportsy, they are making very good moves at tying it up in this series, but half the game being played, and only two goals needed for ratJAM to tie it up here. Do you think it's possible?
It is very possible. We still have half the game to go, and we've seen that this ratJAM side can definitely stack goals quickly. This might be a start, but it will be kept away by Talibird. G2, again, their whole job at this point is to keep that ball as far away as possible, as that one's fallen in. Karma's got the goal. What on earth happened to Aarxn?
Not so sure what happened to Aarxn, but I know what happened to Karma. Karma has got the goal here, and well, she'll take it either way. She doesn't care what happened to Aarxn. She takes the 3-0, 2 minutes 12 remain on the clock, and let's see if G2 can extend their lead possibly, or we're gonna see ratJAM maybe upping the pace a bit, because they kind of need to if they want to win this one.
Game 2, and it's G2 who brought a full-on response. So far today, we've seen 2 sweeps. ratJAM trying to make it another one, but G2's holding a pretty substantial lead to them. This is their first goal back, though, and it's a nice air dribble from Dux to Aarxn, and ratJAM not out of this just yet. Don't count them out.
Oh, indeed, don't count them out as of yet. We still have a couple of matches left, because I'm sure this isn't gonna be a sweep, ladies and gentlemen. But well, it's kind of looking like a 1-1 tie in the series here. But that one goal from ratJAM just about might do it for the setup for the comeback here. I think they can pull it off.
I think it's very doable as well. I would say ratJAM can definitely make it. G2 have to be careful, because even as there's little time left, ratJAM's got the offense, and they'll look for more. Steven, Karma challenged on Aarxn, and Dux have to retreat. Avenger with low boost. She'll have to watch as Dux will have that first touch. Talibird setting up Karma. This one, though, challenged by Aarxn. Avenger's last one back. She'll beat Steven. Now, Dux, back wall, maybe a double. Dux, drop down. Oh, Talibird is waiting for it. And J2 Stryluna, if you ask how much they really want this series, I think that's how much Talibird wants it. But demo from Aarxn. She is single-handedly bringing ratJAM back into it. That's goal 2.
Oh, that is beautiful. That's a beautiful demo on Karma there. Avenger wasn't ready. Avenger was ready for that Karma clear to be legit, but it wasn't legit. It's gonna be a demo on Karma, and well, Aarxn's beautiful goal from her. But now only one goal is needed to complete the comeback, I would say.
Pulls down now, trying to make this one 3-3 tied. ratJAM down the field. This first touch, maybe another. Dux, flip reset, infield for Aarxn. Oh, Talibird takes it off the goal line. ratJAM could not break through. What a block and what a time to do it. Tallybird standing on her head, and at a perfect time, G2 hold their lead, but they've got to hold on more. Tally bumped out. Ducks looking to chase down Avenger, using those chain dash to get the base. Now again, that one going across. Steven to the corner. Karma doesn't have boost. She will get that clear past the defender though, and Tallybird will clear it away. Maybe another chance here, but not made past Avenger to the back wall. Olims watches Steven with the lead it off the field, but Duck's still waiting. Not a lot of boost left. This one will fall. It still bounces up here, but G2 need to let it hit the ground, and they will. Game 2 is theirs, and Aaron, finally, we won't see a sweep.
Oh, finally, for today, we won't see a sweep, and our curse has been broken. But, I mean, when we saw this matchup, we were almost certain that this isn't that this wasn't going to be a sweep. I mean, it's oh my.
You know what's even more oh my, I think, is the fact that immediately after that game, Dux is actually congratulating Tally on her defense, saying that was peak defense. These players respect each other, even though we're in a grand finals. These players know each other very well. They respect each other. They know what each other can do. At the end of the day, it's just another match between these two teams, and we get to just see the best of the best here in this women's scene. And I absolutely love seeing this between all these players because, seriously, Aaron, we are getting an absolute treat today.
Oh yeah, we are getting some sweet matches here, and well, ratJAM or ratJAM. I'm sorry, they go by ratJAM for this Women's Phoenix Cup. They normally go by ratJAM, but ratJAM here today, and well, G2 Stride Luna here are making a comeback. I mean, it's like what I said. I think did they listen to me or their coach? Probably their coach, but their coach has probably brought in some. Trying to find that pace because they got the pace and then they walked over ratJAM like it was nothing. If they can just keep on doing that, keep finding the pace and keep extending your pace, making it faster, faster, and faster, the goals are gonna come in for them like it's nothing, like water.
Yeah, as you mentioned as well, those goals are going to continue to come for G2. Yeah, I mentioned it. Sometimes it's just a minute. You just need a minute to reset things. They need that game one to learn, and now they have. And now ratJAM now are put under that microscope. What will they do in response? How are they going to attack back? Because the G2 side that can definitely take over games. Here in Game 3, again, no more guarantee of a sweep, and I think that's a good thing here for this Grand Finals. We've got the best for a reason. They're going to fight all the way here, tooth and nail. Now we get to see who's going to come out on top. ratJAM's trying to do it earlier. That clears the back wall. Karma's not got a lot of boost. And she actually's going to get beat there. Steven does it all herself, and Karma was completely flat-footed.
Karma completely flat-footed. She wants to get this safe. She didn't see Steven coming for that one and just bounces top corner and no one there to save it for the G2 side. G2 now again being 1-0 down. And the last time they were down, they've lost. So let's hope for them history is not going to repeat itself.
1-0 here, Steven catching Karma, and you can tell G2 they're trying to push up more. They again want more shots. At this point in this series, the major thing they're looking for is just to get more plays on net. They haven't had that many of them, and they realize that without that many shots, there's always going to be an opportunity that this ratJAM side can take that lead and hold on to it and just keep them back. And you're going to see this G2 side. They're going to continue to play pretty heavy on the commits in the midfield here. And for good reason. They need to get offense. And, well, they've got to do it some way. As Avenger now finds Tallybird. That one saved by Olims as she'll go across her goal line. Karma now. Back pass to Avenger. Here she goes again. But that touch goes by Tallybird. Steven to take over. But that first touch won't go. And it will be an easy takeaway for G2 as right now they're still looking for that offense. Still looking for those chances. This might be one. It is Tallybird with an easy shot. But it's Karma to set things up.
Beautiful, beautiful setup from Karma. Beautiful 50 and getting it past Ducks there. Tallybird being the one, just tapping it in. But that doesn't matter. 1-1. G2 have equalized, and well, they are making moves here, Sporty. That game 1 was looking a bit rough for them, but these game 2 and 3 are looking so good for them. It's looking like the old G2 we saw in that G2 vs Curiosity match.
Give them a game to get things set, and G2 will be striding to victory. Olims, though, trying to set this one back for ratJAM. Game 3 could be theirs. They, again, had that minute to reset that mentality, and there's their chance to prove it. This one in the midfield, Tally Bird with the beat though, and she's got one-on-one. Alem's waiting, Steven jumping too. That's off the crossbar, and ratJAM will clear it away. Karma back up, Avenger to jump, but she will not be able to get that shot past the last defender. And now it's ratJAM the other way. Ducks one-on-one. Tally Bird waiting, but without any boost, she'll still get the reach. And ratJAM will have to try another way. Here's the ceiling play. Ducks cannot poke this one past the defenders. The mechanics being shown here from these players, and they continue to look for these creativity on these plays, and we're getting a real masterclass in what it is to use mechanics in a matchup like this.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, both players coming out, or both teams actually, coming out with a lot of mechanics, and you like to see it. This is the type of grand final you want to see: a lot of mechanics, a lot of fast type of gameplay, and that's exactly what we're getting from them here. A beautiful shoved on our play, and well, I can tell you, it's delicious what's being put up on our plate.
It is. It's absolutely amazing. Again, we get to watch here. We're fans too. All of you in chat are fans. We're fans too, and this is why. This is Big Rocket League, and this is Tally Bird! Push it through, Tally Bird! G2 stride Luna! Find a way to elevate again!
Oh wow, what a shot! Run a shot from Tally Bird. Is that a triple tap flip reset? Tally Bird, go on! What a shot from Tally there! Oh my, that's one to remember. I think she'll clip that. She'll definitely clip that. Beautiful.
He's gonna go back and she's gonna say, remember that goal, remember that shot. This is just what these players needed here for G2. They needed a momentum booster, and how slow this game has felt for them. That's exactly it. For a team that had 7 shots that has been just definitely leading on the offense, they needed that second goal somehow. ratJAM has kind of slowed G2 down to a halt, but Tally Bird has brought them back to life. Now she goes again. Duck speeds. Karma couldn't put that one on target, and G2 will have to wait back here again. Olems to the sidewall. Second touch. This one will actually go to target. Tally Bird will be there, but a double commit from G2 as Avenger jumped as well, and they've got to recover in the midfield. Here we go. Olems off the back wall. Can't get the next touch. Avenger in is Karma. G2 on the offense, but they just can't seem to get the connection here. But they are in the lead, and as long as they're in the lead, Aaron, they won't have to worry for that long. ratJAM, though, are fighting, and they only need 1 goal.
Oh yeah, they only need 1 goal, and 1 goal will do to come back into this to equalize for them, because they need that equalize fast, because they don't want to go down in the series. It's currently 1-1, and getting 2-0 down while you were 1-0 up is kind of a bit frustrating. But let's see what's gonna happen in the last 22 seconds. Tally gets it into the corner, and Steven essentially passes it to her. Alems gets it out though. Alems gets it over 1, but can't get it past Karma, who's on that backboard waiting, taking her sweet time and getting it past to open net. And is that going to be the 1-3? Not quite, but that would be game right unless they keep it up. Karma instant challenges to try to drop it because they want it to be dropped, and well, I can tell you it has been dropped. G2 Stride Luna gets the lead there in the series.
Yeah, you mentioned that game 1 having been as one-sided as it was, and now things have flipped around. It's close, but G2 is winning that close battle, and they're winning on the shots here. Really, it felt like early on they just couldn't get shots, Aaron. But now they are. Now they're finding that nets, and well, for ratJAM, that this series is starting to get a little bit away from them. They've got to be able to shut down G2 like they did in those earlier games, because we know that when it comes to quality of shots, they can win. But if G2 wins on the quantity, I don't know if ratJAM's going to be able to keep up.
I'm completely agreeing with you here. I mean, it's just ratJAM has every single bit of quality, but the thing that makes G2 stands out, their pace is immensely good. They're so fast at every single aspect of the game. Their mechanics are fast, their rotations are on point and fast, and it's just for ratJAM, they have all that, but it's just that G2 are a bit of fasterness that just separate them.
Yeah, it's a game of inches, a game of centimeters, a game of little differences. You're not going to see huge differences in skill at this level. Not in a grand finals like this, and we're getting that as well. These games are separated by a single goal, and for a very good reason. These teams are going to force each other to play at their absolute best and play to their absolute limits. And we're going to see that here in Game 4. G2's trying Luna a chance to go to match point, but not even just match point, but tournament point to win the whole thing. This is a grand finals, mind you, and it's ratJAM who now have to answer back for what they've just seen.
Oh yeah, what they have just seen indeed here. G2 aren't looking to stop, and I'm sure if G2 do go ahead and win this one, I'm sure ratJAM will call a tactical timeout to have a bit of mental talk with their coach. If they do they have a coach? I don't think so. They have.
ratJAM? No, they don't actually.
They don't have one signed up. I'm not sure who's in their call. We're not the ones who decide that, but they have to talk with each other, and with that tech, well, if that, oh my, I mean, come on, that attack, that was just beautiful. Alan's that shot, it doesn't matter. Steven that shot, it has been saved, but then there's Ducks there, and it's just the triple trouble there. That's giving them so much space to score.
ratJAM with life here in Game 4 and some life back in this series. They've not been able to score first very often here against G2, but this could be a sign of good fortune for them. Aarxn still looking off the back wall. Karma will be there. This one hits the corner. Second touch for Karma. Ducks to the side wall. Avenger and G2 now pushing ahead, and it's really been Avenger who we haven't seen all that much this series. She's not been able to be that standout performer, but she doesn't have to be when her teammates have stepped up too. Talibird and Karma, this is where they start to kind of take their control. They're the players that we know that when the pressure gets high, they're the ones to step up in moments like this. And, well, you know, we saw what Avenger could do earlier. Now it's time for Karma and Talibird to bring their own style of consistency, their own style of clutchness. And that was nearly it from Talibird, but the shot will go wide. A redirect from Ducks. Avenger will be there. G2's Dry Luna, you know, are getting that offense again, and so long as they have offense, they'll have a chance in this game and in this series.
Oh yeah, for sure. Talibird here on the backboard, but it's gonna be Karma jumping for that one. Doug Alem's onto the backboard there. I thought it was Ducks for a second there. A little bit of confusion on my side there, but Steven tried to get it in front of the net. Not quite. A pinch is too hard to get in front of the net. Ducks is taking control over this though. Off the ceiling onto the double tap, but Karma's defense has just been on point this game.
Yeah, she's been that defensive player all night. She does it still. And for, you know, these teams have brought the best on defense. On the other side, we've really seen ratJAM as a whole, specifically Aarxn and Steven being on the ones in the backfield to get those clears out, to get those saves. Karma doing it on her own side. Avenger so often is slowing down ratJAM in that midfield. These players are thinking defensively because defense is what's going to matter at this point. We know these teams have shots. We know these teams have chances. I mean, we have 8 from ratJAM specifically with shots on nets. G2 only have 2, but defense is going to matter. Oh, but Aarxn's a big pinch, a big goal. ratJAM breakthrough again.
132 ground pinch. That is beautiful. And she'll take that because if they win this, it's going to be 2-2. And the game 4 or the game 5 after that one is going to decide who's going to be on match points. And that will be a fun one. But let's see what's going to happen because G2 are still in this. They still want to get the match point right here, right now. But ratJAM aren't going to give it away that easily.
By 2, that is all for ratJAM. Looking for goal 3, but G2 back the other way with Talibird. Aarxn to the back wall. She's got control and she's got boost. She's got a flip. She's got this one outwards and she's got Steven to the back wall. No second touch. Talibird panics for it too, but ducks for the back pass. Talibird again. Still boosting the tank, but Karma jumps to a double commit from G2 Stride. Back is the clear. Avenger. Pinch the ceiling, but Aarxn will beat. She goes 1v3, but Karma will save, and ratJAM will have to hold back on this one as Ducks waiting on defense. We'll watch as that flick from Karma heads for Avenger. Aarxn's another beat. She's been very fast in these challenges, and now Ducks to shoot. ratJAM's bringing that pace here, and we saw G2 win it earlier. It's ratJAM who's winning it here, and winning it consistently.
Oh yeah, G2 in the defense has been solid, but if ratJAM's offense, honestly, 13 shots is immense. It's a copy from game 1. ratJAM only being on the offense and G2 being forced in the defense. G2 have lost their pace again, and they need to find it for next game because it's just too late. I mean, G2 are just forced onto their backline in this game. Only 2 shots coming and 15 shots from ratJAM, and that is a lot compared to 2.
It is. ratJAM have once again silenced the G2 offense. They did it in game 1. They gave them very much only a few shots to go for. They do it here, and the more they do this, the more they're going to shut down G2 everywhere on this field. But G2 still want one to go. Avenger stopped by Steven. Karma is on a fine Tallybird. You think she could have shot that one, but G2 won't go for it, and this game will near its close. Still, they'll look for a chance, but it will be cleared away, and as time hits Sivo's seconds, it's G2, Stridluna, and ratJAM who now go to Game 5 all tied up.
Oh, Game 5. In the best out of 5, it would have been the last game, but we're on to a best out of 7. Game 5 is going to decide who's going to be on match point for Game 6. And, well, it's going to be an interesting one here.
You said, yeah, it's going to be interesting. This is Game 5. Match point determined here. Oh, man, you mentioned how big this game is. I'll be honest, I don't think you said how big this game is, Aaron. It feels even more important now with ratJAM bringing this kind of offense. They can turn this whole series around. They have turned this whole series around. And this thing has been completely reset. At this point now, just win 2 or lose the whole tournament. That just feels so important to these teams. We're guaranteed at least a Game 6, but honestly, Aaron, I'm looking to Game 7. I'm looking to Champions Field. It feels way too scripted to go there. Rocket League knows how to make Grand Finals exciting. This is one that deserves to be there.
Oh yeah, for sure, for sure. I've been waiting for this one for quite a while. I've seen it coming. ratJAM with those 15 shots and G2 only having 2. Well, are G2 gonna pick up the pace again? Or is it gonna be ratJAM still having that pace in their hand? Because G2 are gonna want a little momentum here.
They are. That momentum is going to ride high for whoever can take this game. Match point determined here. G2 Stridluna shut down in Game 4. They can't let it happen again or else their tournament lives are at risk. ratJAM, the Queens of Europe, have been untouchable for so long. The only team to have been able to snuff their light has been G2, and they look to do it again in a matchup that could really determine the best team, not just in their region, but in the world. ratJAM, the best of Europe. G2 Stridluna, the best of North America. This game has the whole of the world on its line, on its shoulders. These teams are just playing in it.
Oh, the best 2 women's teams, or the best 2 women teams clashing against each other in this Game 6. We're in this Game 5, trying to determine who's gonna go on to the match point in Game 6. It's madness. And what's gonna happen? I'm excited, but the game has already begun. It's gonna be Adams with the first shot of the net. That's threatening. It's gonna be a save from Karma. Beautiful save from her there. Avenger, Karma, popping it up for herself with a flip reset. Can't get it much further than Avenger, passing it in the middle, but not much else. That's gonna be Tallybird in the corner. Tally with the 50 on Steven. Steven can't do much, but Karma can't get it out. Beautiful clear from Avenger. A pop. Steven and Dux both go up. That might be fatal, but Adams is there to get it out.
And the consistency still, these teams don't want to take those risks, one shot each, and you're getting the sense that these teams don't want to push up too high. Just waiting for the openings, waiting for those chances. Maybe they come here. Karma, Tally, shot, saved by Olims, and Dux will get the clear. Big time defensive stop from the Spanish legend. Olims again to the corner. Avenger jumping in. Steven to clear it away. ratJAM getting the mites of G2 in their face on their goal line. And yet, ratJAM, they themselves are able to come out. Now it's their chance on offense, but they can't reach that one. As Avenger, Tallybird up the ceiling. Karma jumping through, and she's got space. The corner's at her disposal. The pinch in field. Dux can't clear! And Tallybird is on the front doorstep. Goal 1, J2 Stridluna.
Oh my, Sporty, we are witnessing history. Like I've said, history being written, and this is gonna be remembered. And I'm lucky to be co-casting this with you because I couldn't ask someone better for this. Because oh my, Sporty, we have been working for the past 2 months on this, and it's been worth it. Oh my, these games have been. Oh my. I mean, it hasn't even ended yet. It hasn't even ended.
Mentioned. It hasn't even ended, and it feels like we're living in a dream here. We're living in a moment that is going to be remembered. But who's gonna write that history? Who's got that next page? G2 thinks it's them. They're up by 1. But ratJAM waiting back again. Infield for Talibird. Avenger with the jump. And he's got the back post. Oh, but Dux has stolen that one away. Now it's ratJAM. Odd woman rush. Steven to the corner. Karma's gonna get this one. But Steven still challenged. Demo across. Dux can't force this one through. And G2 will find another clear. This one in the midfield. Dux is waiting for it, but Tally's up first. Steven, big clear. Karma having to wait for it, but she doesn't have a ton left in that tank, and she's gonna have to wait on this one. Now out for Avenger. Aarxn has options at her disposal. Dux beat by Talibird. Steven to the back wall. Karma up there as well. The air game is ferocious. No team wants to give it up. But here's the ground for Steven. The flick stopped by Talibird. Aarxn racing back. The bounce won't favor her, but it won't favor G2 either. And ratJAM will breathe a sigh of relief for now, but that defense has been difficult for them. They just get shot after shot. G2 don't know when to stop. Aarxn may have a chance. And Talibird will be there. G2 now, their chance on defense, but it's short. They get rid of it. And ratJAM again have to prove themselves.
Oh, they indeed do, but a beautiful pinch from Aarxn is going to go with the first touch, but Steven gets it back right into that corner where Karma took it out of. Talibird onto the corner once again, where she is again, a pinch into the middle. Avenger 50 with Steven. Karma beating Steven to that ball. Dux being the one to get it out though. Oh, that's going to be a shot, but Talibird just about gets the save. It was quite awkward. Karma was about to cut Talibird there, but the last 30 seconds of the game are going to be intense. Dux getting a shot on. Both players not having much boost. And it seemed to be the case of ratJAM fully taking control of that of those players both not having boost. Well, Talibird actually had boost to save that one, but she accidentally got bumped. And that is just unlucky if you ask me.
At the worst possible time here, Aaron. When when match point is on the line for whichever team can take it, you've got to show up, and that is not how they want to do it. Time here and regulation are running out. ratJAM and G2, they've not gone to overtime yet this series. Maybe this is the first. A demo in the backfield. Karma whiffs on it. Dux can't get through Avenger, but it's still ratJAM's ball, and Aarxn has the net, but Karma, what a huge dunk, and now back in the way, Avenger to goal, Dux keeps it out, where's the follow-up? It won't come in time, Aarxn will shut it down, now she'll go the other way, Avenger to her back wall, but that bounce won't favor her, and won't favor the G2 side either. Talibird, this one's kept alive, game 5, 0 seconds, Talibird, saved by Aarxn, and game 5 goes to golden goal territory.
Oh my days, that was an intense last couple of last seconds. It was intense 0 seconds there, but what can Talibird do? Talibird gets it to the sidewall. Dux has intercepted her second touch though. Karma getting out, beautiful clear from her there. What can Steven do? Steven gets it past Karma. Avenger there to stop him right in his tracks. Her tracks, oh my. Oh!
But the defense is flustered up G2. This is in for Dux. ratJAM take the series lead as Aarxn's the bump on Talibird. Get out of my house. This is our game. ratJAM will now be on double match point.
Oh, double match points indeed. And well, ratJAM are going to be happy to take this one because now they go down on match points here, and well, I'm excited because if G2 win the next one, Sporty, we know where we're heading, and we're heading into a very, very good map. It's gonna be Neo Tokyo, ladies and gentlemen.
Game 6, Neo Tokyo. To all of you out there that love this match, this is where we're heading. Game 6, ratJAM can take the Phoenix Cup here They could be champions. They could be winners. This is the best of the best where all matches could end. And yet, even so, it's ratJAM who have been able to take the lead so often. G2, though, we know how good they can be. They got 9 shots that game compared to the 8 of ratJAM. They had every reason to come to win that game as much as ratJAM did.
Oh yeah, I mean, ratJAM here are on match points. If they finish it here in Neo Tokyo, props to them. But I don't think G2 are gonna let it slip. But G2, and I mean, that game 5 was a whole nother level because we've seen a pattern of ratJAM having that pace in their hands and a pattern of G2 having that pace, but last game was just both sides having that pace and being ended in a OT there.
It did. It was one of those. It was a game where you can't really say one team played better than the other. One team was better than the other. It's a series that's decided on the smallest of margins, the littlest of plays. Karma trying to find that one, but still G2, and now the bump the other way. Aarxn from her own back wall will keep that one from being goal 1 for G2. Talibird, though, looking to correct the score. Flip reset, ducks. Oh, got dunked. Avenger to net. Tally, Vidorak can't make. Karma couldn't put it on. She was looking for a pass out to Talibird, but they're not on the same page. G2 will have to go back as the offense dissipates, but not immediately here. They're still fighting with the midfield challenges, but eventually, this is ratJAM's offense.
Oh yeah, ratJAM's offense here. What can Tally do for the counter attack here? It's gonna be Avenger with the shot. Shot not being powerful enough. Allen with the fast clear off the ceiling. Bit freestyly, but Tally gets the block there. Steven off the corner. Karma gets it out. Beautiful clear from her. Ducks onto the sidewall. It's a weird bounce, but Steven reads it. What can Tally do? Tally gets it out. Allen is there, or Allen's is there. Ducks was also there. Avenger there. And well, this game is decided to be also neck on neck. 3 shots already from G2. 0 still from ratJAM.
Yeah, but they hold the offense. You know that's not going to stay that way for long. Shots are sure to come, and sure to come fast. ratJAM, this is their chance to push up, their chance to take this one and prove they are the queens of Women's Rocket League, the best in the world. And yet G2 continues to deny them, continues to search for Champions Field for Game 7, the fated field, the one that determines all in Rocket League. And it really feels like they're only 1 goal away from finding it. That's how close this game is. That's how low the shooting has been in this game. 1 goal can do it. Avenger, is that it? It will be kept out, though, and Ducks chasing it down. Karma picked up for Talibird. Off the back wall. Second touch. This one for Karma. That touch goes down. It is bottom right. J2 Stride Luna. Cool as you like it under the pressure. They will be on top.
It will be on top indeed, and that was a beautifully placed shot from Karma there in the right bottom corner there. Well, those G2 are back into this. They have gotten the pace back from ratJAM. Half the game has been played ratJAM with 0 shots, and G2 with 5 shots already. We've seen this pattern before. We're going to Game 7.
Game to go, Aaron. I'd love to see Game 7 too. I know these players are looking for it, but G2's got to do more. Karma, lip reset. That can't go behind the defenders. There's all 3 of them hogging that back post. The rotation fell a little off there for ratJAM, but they have been able to recover. Talibird, Ducks has got to wait, and the patient play from ratJAM. They know that while there isn't a lot of time left, they cannot rush gameplay and good gameplay. They're still searching, they're still attacking, and now they'll challenge more. Ducks finds Aarxn, you know how clutch she can be, as he almost was there. Talibird is raised back. Aarxn again, though, in the midfield. Talibird has not got it, but Avenger has. And it will still be ratJAM on the ball. Steven, no boost in the tank, she'll search in front. Ducks, the dunk, will be wide of the net, and Talibird's gonna need this pitch, but she can't reach it. Aarxn, not past Avenger. G2 play in the midfield. Steven almost got bumped, but Aarxn is up, and she's got the double. Avenger's got it blocked. Karma reaching for that one, and nobody from ratJAM was willing to jump. This game still in G2, but with how much ratJAM has brought the offense, G2 cannot be feeling safe at this point.
Oh no, not for sure. But I saw a pretty weird moment there where Ducks jumped on her own teammate there, almost ending up in an own goal. But that is fine. But Tally onto the flip reset, not quite the flip reset that would get it over Ducks there. Adams though, you don't want to let Adams in the air. What is Karma gonna do? she's gonna do nothing. And well, like I said, you don't want Aarxn in the air, but Talibert just somehow managed to save it.
Great saves from Talibird. Karma's done it too. That's big over. Karma's got a big dunk. 2-0. G2's drawing Luna. They want game 7.
Oh, they want game 7, and I have called it, Sporty. This game 7 is gonna be reality, and we're gonna go on to Champions Field. And well, would you guessed it? That is the perfect way to end this series.
Again, don't call it early here, but yeah, I don't blame you. It feels more than likely at this point as time runs out. ratJAM has not been able to connect the dots on offense, not been able to connect those passes either. This is one where they just could not take game 6. The pressure in the moment got to them, and G2's Dry Luna have been able to take control. And you know, in the reality that this does go to game 7, if in the very likely reality this goes to game 7, this is a huge momentum boost, Aaron.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean Ducks. Ducks and Ducks and our team has just been underperforming this game. Okay, well, never mind. They have been performing. Steven gets one back, and well, 16 seconds left on the clock for only 1 goal. And well, they have they have made me eat my words. Thank you, Steven.
Again, that's the question. 16 seconds, you mentioned. This is where we get down to. Ducks up the kickoff. ratJAM need one more. Clutch moments come in clutch time. This could be one of those. Aarxn, the beat. Tallybird's been beaten. Now she looks in field. Steven up, but Avenger with the block. Ducks, low boost, is getting chased down the field, and Avenger's got control. Can't tap it down initially, but she will eventually. G2's Stride Luna sending us to Champions Field. 1 game left, Aaron, to decide our Phoenix Cup champions.
Oh, 1 game left, and we've done it in Neo Tokyo. I mean, I've said it multiple times. If you go to Neo Tokyo, you're gonna have to send it to game 7. No matter if you're in front or if you're down, you gotta send it to game 7, because game 7, it brings the most entertainment. It brings the most excitement. Maybe not for the players, because players would rather sweep than win in a game 7. I mean, that is a good question to ask to chat, but let's not talk to chat too much. We're gonna head all full focus for this game 7, but we're gonna get a timeout.
Yeah, we are. G2 Stride Luna, no surprise to call that tactical timeout right before game 7. Surprised none of these teams have used it yet. As G2 getting up that extra minute, even though they won, this is not a terrible decision from them. I don't blame them on that here. And yes, that's exactly what they need, and they're calling it here. So G2, timeout called, and I don't blame them. Going into game 7, they need as much time. They need a good amount of time to talk things through. That last game was close. I think it was too close for G2's liking.
Oh, very cool. I mean, very much too close for G2's liking. You see that ratJAM is slowly but steady picking up that fast G2 phase, and well, if that's gonna be the case, it's gonna be very neck on neck in this Champions Field, and is what you want to see. I want to see a game 7 overtime, but I don't think the players want to see a game 7 overtime. I think either one of these teams want to go home, or want to win this very fast, because well, both teams have been on the verge of both these teams obviously have been in the lead before, and they've both failed to keep it. So what better way to end the discussion on who's better, EU or NA women's scene, than in a game 7?
There you go. That extra minute is over here. G2 Stride Luna and ratJAM going to game 7. The tactical timeout used by G2 right before game 7. This is it, Aaron. I'm jittery. My hands are shaking. And you bet the players are too. Game 7, Champions Field. The Women's Phoenix Cup champions are determined here.
Oh, indeed. Women's Phoenix Cup champions on game 7. What better way to end it? But it's fine. It's still a game still going on. It's gonna be a shot from Steven. Now Ducks with the follow-up off the backboard. Tally getting it out. Aarxn off the backboard again. Tally getting it out to the sidewall there. It's gonna be Ducks with the follow-up. Very good redirect, but leading to Karma, trying to clear it out. Aarxn's the 50 Avenger. Now counter attack for G2. Karma is there with full boost. Talibird can't do much with that ball. It's intercepted by Steven. 50 Karma. Can Karma go up for this? No, she cannot. Dux is. Allen's very good beat for to Avenger there. As his first minute has been kind of quiet, but one shot from ratJAM will do. But it's neck on neck. It's all beasts coming out of their cage.
It is. It's one of those things where in Game 7, neither team wants to take that risk. Either you saw that same start in Game 6, and it happens here, and I'm not surprised at all. They're just waiting to connect on those passes or on those solo plays. Again, they're just waiting. The moment will come for one of these teams, for either of these teams, to show up and show up when they need to. But it will be the question of who will do it. We've seen so many players have those standout moments. You gotta see which one will be clutch. There's been so many clutch players. Avenger's been clutch today. Talibird's been clutch. On your side, Aarxn has shown up for ratJAM. Even Dux early on has been the ratJAM leader when it comes to needing to make a play happen. It's Game 7, it's Champions Field, it's when those clutch plays happen, and it's when these teams need to be clutch. Aarxn's second touch can't be made, but Dux, the shot! Talibird off the post, and Karma will clear it out. Avenger already up, she'll go for net, off the back wall. Aarxn doesn't read it! Talibird will see us. Steven will get the clear, and G2 Stride Luna waiting on defense again and again, just waiting for that moment to come to them, but ratJAM may have other ideas.
Oh, Talibird now with the 50 on Allen's. Avenger now back pass to Karma. Karma getting it out. Talibird, you have an open net. Score it! No, that's a miss, but it's fine. Attack still on. No, counter attack for Dux now. Avenger, last man's left without any boost. Adam still committed. Dux, no boost. Also, G2 have gotten their pace back. Can they just get the shot? No, they cannot. Tali doesn't have the boost for that, but Karma has the boost to get this one out. Game 7, still no goals. Half the game played.
Off to the back wall, Talibird will make sure that is just far enough away from that they can't challenge easily, but they'll still have it here in the ratJAM. They've been holding that midfield for the last minute here, and G2 just cannot seem to get out for more than 30 seconds. Aarxn stop there, Talibird can't win it. Dux now, Karma jumping, she's beat. Dux again on Talibird, Aarxn jumping. Avenger will be there as the last woman back. She needed to make that block, and she comes up huge. G2 Stride Luna playing with the stress, playing with the pressure, and they've held on. Another one for ratJAM, holding it on offense. At some point, that defense from G2 can't hold on, but they continue to challenge, continue to pick up the boost, and continue to be consistent.
Oh yeah, indeed, but still 0 shots from G2 in this Game 7 here, but there's the first goal from this Game 7. Adam scores it pretty late in the game, 1 minute 33 left, and Alan's good dunk and quality goal for the first goal for Game 7, but it might be too late for G2, or is it?
90 seconds and counting now. G2 Stride Luna, they need to respond in Game 7. The whole of North America is counting on them to do so. Talibird, big clear down the field. Karma's got to chase it down, but Aarxn will beat Avenger. Here she goes. She's got little boost, but a touch will be stopped by Dux, and she's got another one on this. Aarxn too. Karma will be waiting on the golden as that mess of an offense will be cleared away, and Talibird down. Avenger, she saved the shot. That was on target from Talibird, and G2 Stride Luna, that was their chance, their open opportunity. They'll go again. Talibird to do it. Avenger now, her chance again. She just missed that chance. Now she go here. Aarxn's got a great chance. Avenger comes clutch, and G2 Stride Luna don't count them out. Game 7 continues.
Oh wow, what a shot from Avenger there. What a recovery from that kind of save. You can call that a save, but oh my, 1-1, 50 seconds remain. I said it might be too late, but G2 have shown that Game 7 will be another neck-on-neck race and not a one-sided affair that we've had prior in this series. But Karma on the backboard, what can Karma do? She can get it to the sidewall, beating 2 players out. That leaves it quite open for Talibird. Can she do something with it? She decides to fake it, but Dux has ran right through that. Karma now having to have that shot. Talibird, a shot, but Alan's got the save. Talibird got the demo on Alan. Last 15 seconds.
Down Overtime looming, but neither team wants it. This is ratJAM's chance now. Steven can't find the connection. Tallybird, Karma to the back wall. Karma can't get the second, but Avenger's waiting. 0 seconds on the clock. Maybe one more chance. Karma to send it. The dribble. Tally gets ratJAM on the goal line. Overtime again. Women's Phoenix Cup determined by one more goal.
One more goal. Avenger off the ceiling. What can she do? Oh, almost a shot from Karma, but Karma misses. Goes again though. Has to go actually. Oh no, it's gonna. Yes, I mean it's gonna be ratJAM off the double tap. Double tap. Good block from Tally to keep it out. ratJAM hasn't been on the attack for quite a while, but when they do show up on attack, G2 Stride now have to keep them out. Otherwise, it will be fatal.
Any little touch, any little hesitation, that ends the night for one of these teams. Well, we gotta see which will it be. ratJAM now at Aarxn. Half the boost to go. She'll have to get him on Avenger first. Now she does. The flick beats Karma. Tallybird will have the clear. Avenger's got that redirect. Now it's over to Karma. One more going. Steven has come up huge. The ratJAM back wall will stand tall still. Aarxn's now. Low boost in the tank. Can only bind Tallybird. Aarxn's again now to the midfield. Karma, Avenger to jump. Game 7 overtime continues onward, Aaron, and continues forward. ratJAM infield. Tallybird keeps close angle cut down to nothing.
Oh yes, it's now Ducks. Oh, Ducks on the attack. This can be fatal. A mistake from Avenger there, but immediately recovered out there. Aarxn now. Aarxn. What can she do? Oh, a miss from Karma is huge, but Tallybird there. I'm sure Karma has been relieved by Tallybird there because that miss would have been huge there. But a counter attack for Avenger now. Now onto the corner. Ducks getting in the middle. No challenge as of yet, but Tallybird now decides to challenge. Perfect time to challenge there. Double commit. Karma has to hit this one, otherwise it's over. Karma with the play. Good 50. Can she finish it? It's gonna fall in, but Aarxn's with the save. But that shot should have been on. Oh, Ducks, open net. Is it gonna be an open net? Karma there to get it out. 2-minute overtime. Oh my.
Long OT, Aaron, and it only gets longer. Nobody can score. We're out of deadlock still. Dogs trying to break it, but Karma again we're consistent on the back wall. G2 have not made a mistake back there yet tonight. Tallybird again, low boost in waiting. Steven to the corner. Where's that shot? Where's that blow that will end this series? I don't know who's gonna take this one, Aaron. It's so nerve-wracking as well, and yet these teams cannot find their winner. Karma, maybe there's a follow-up, but it's Aarxn's up for it. She'll wait for a teammate, but no one there. Steven was demoed. Tallybird, solo effort. The 50 left for Karma, and that will end it. G2 Stride Luna are the women's champions of the world.
What a shot from the RLCS Season 7 contender. She has done it in RLCS Season 7. She can do it in 2024. What a way to end this tournament, end this series, end this game. Oh my, Sporty. What have we just witnessed?
From G2 Stride Luna and ratJAM. We play the series 100 more times. We're going to get 100 different matchups and 100 different ways this series will end. But I think we struck gold on this one, Aaron. The Women's Phoenix Cup today started so quickly at those sweeps. It's ended off perfectly in a Game 7 OT. And I have to say, that was what we needed to see here from these teams. Beautiful gameplay, Game 7 OT. Could have you asked for anything better?
Bro, look at my hands, bro. It's crazy. Crazy. This game was so intense. I don't think I've ever casted a more intense game. Possibly one more. Rohan would have to remind me of another game somewhere hidden in the books. But oh my, this was insane. And the way it ended, Karma in the back of the net. That was insane. Overtime, Game 7, and I mean, I don't want to brag, but I think I called that. I think I called the Game 7.
You did call it. We got it as well, Aaron. And to be fair, I could not have asked for a better series and a better person to do it with. This series went the distance, went the mile, and we needed to see that too. Again, it's like our first major international matchup as well, and G2 takes it, but again, I have to say this. We play the series again. Maybe it's ratJAM series today. Maybe they take it in 5. That's how insane the series is. That's how close it is there, and it really could have been anybody's to take.
Oh yeah, it definitely could have been anyone's to take, and well, this time it has decided to be G2. G2 have played at their finest today. They were showing low points where, of course, ratJAM would take over the pace, but when they decide to take back the pace, like in Game 7, they have seemed to be fatal.
As you said, it's been it's been a match I think people have been waiting for. The best of Europe, the best of North America. North America prevails, but my goodness, Europe is putting up a battle here with that top team in ratJAM. Watch out for them. Seriously, it's a team that's been winning everything. G2's been able to take them down here, but I must say, seriously impressive from both these sides. It's a match that I know for a fact I'll be remembering. I know these players will be remembering too because I cannot think of anything better than that.
Oh, that was a game to remember, and that has been the end for Women's Phoenix Cup.
It has been the end of all the matchups, but we do have an interview coming up soon here with the G2 Stride. Of course, we're waiting on them. I know they are still probably celebrating the fact that they just won this thing. I don't blame them at all for that. They deserve to. Seriously, it's what a night it has been for this team. Again, it's been insane. It's been elite. I don't know how to describe this any better. Myself here, Aaron. Oh my goodness. Seriously, that was incredible. I hope everybody in chat loved that as much as we did. I definitely did, because I have to say that series deserved to go the distance, and we got it too.
Oh yeah, that went the full distance, and well, we had 2 sweeps, and well, we just got the exact opposite. We had a Game 7 overtime. Oh my, it went to the furthest extent, and well, I'm excited to interview these players because I'm excited to hear to see what they say about. I mean, I already have some questions in mind. I don't know if you do, but we also do have an MVP for today.
We do as well, but I think before we announce that, we gotta get Karma in here. Welcome in, Karma. You are now Phoenix Cup champions. That matchup between the best of North America and Europe has commenced, and you come out champions. That Game 7 winner. That was a huge moment. Just tell me kind of the emotions that are running through you right now.
Super hyped for the team. I thought that the way we came together at the end there and, believed in each other and set each other up, really proud of them, and I think we did a great job. Hyped.
Oh yeah, I would believe so. You guys did a phenomenal job in that overtime, but I know myself had a lot of nerves. I mean, I was casting it, and oh my, that was nerve-wracking. But how did you guys handle those nerves in that overtime?
For me, I'm usually pretty nervous if I get nervous like in the beginning of series. Once we get playing, I kind of it goes away. So from our point of, or from my point of view, once we get into Game 7, I'm pretty confident by that point in how I'm playing because we've reached this far, right? But as far as the team, we just kind of calm it out, talk as much as we can.
Yeah, and I think
Just give each other as much information as we can so that we're not nervous.
Yeah, another major storyline coming into this, that the best of each region coming to play today. The winners of Radiance in North America in G2 Stride Luna, the winners of Radiant in Europe in ratJAM here. You gotta talk about just the insanity that is a matchup like this, and a matchup between the regions. It felt like, at least during this series, the whole world was watching the series, was resting on this series. Did you feel that as well? Did you feel like the whole world was watching?
A little bit. I mean, I know that my boyfriend or my husband and my dog are downstairs watching it, so that's pretty much everyone to me. So I'll agree with you there.
That's nice to hear. That's very nice to hear. I mean, obviously you have won the tournaments, but oh my, the fact that like you guys picked up the pace, at the beginning it was definitely ratJAM was dominating, but how did you guys change the fact like it was going on and on? You guys grabbed the pace at the game 2. How did you guys switch it off? Like what happened between those games, because it just kept switching around.
Yeah, I mean, they're a really talented squad. They can switch up the pace at any time, and they have mechanics to make plays out of nothing. So, um, we have to be on our toes at all times, and that's why I was talking about comms. We just stressed as a team, keeping up communication. Trying to support each other, and not leave anybody in any one-on-ones just because of how good the other team is. We can't afford to take any extra offensive chances, so we kind of just focus on being speedier in other places around the field.
Yeah, you definitely did. And again, I'd love to just keep you here, talk to you about this whole event. It's been such a fun, long event. But again, it's G2 who continue to prove that this roster, they stick together, they win together, they always seem to find ways to be the best. And now you could say you're the best in the world until the next time you play against ratJAM here. But again, it's been an incredible tournament. It's been an incredible result for G2 Stride Luna and yourself. Congratulations on that win in Game 7 overtime. But before you leave us, Karma, we gotta have some shoutouts. We gotta have a little shoutout section. So this is our time to do it. So shoutouts, just talk to the world here. Everybody's watching. Is there anything you want to say to the people out there, the fans that have been watching, the people that have supported you the most?
I mean, shout out G2 as always. My teammates, my coach, for carrying me. Appreciate it. And all the fans for supporting. You guys are awesome. Anyone new in the chat that wants to join the community, come join. We need more players, need more teams, so all are welcome.
Of course. Thank you so much for joining us, Karma. Congratulations on winning the Phoenix Cup.
Thank you. Have a good time, guys. Thanks for putting this on. It was awesome. So much fun.
Of course. Have an amazing night. And
Evan,
Aaron, man, what a night it has been here. It has been insanity here tonight. I did not think I was going to have a series that good. Seriously, I'm going to remember that series. And for it being my own tournament as well, we are running this. I'm funding a lot of this. Seriously, that is money well spent. It's money well spent.
Definitely. I mean, if I knew it was gonna be this of an experience, I would have another 2K on myself. No, I'm kidding. I don't have that type of money. But yeah, I mean, this has just been such an amazing experience, and I mean, all the players. Honestly, I want to give a shout out before we even announce the MVP of the tournament. I want to give a shout out to every single one of y'all tuning in, chat, because you guys have been here since yesterday, and it has been. Even though some of you guys are from EU, it's literally 4 a.m. and you're still watching. Thank you guys for supporting us all the way through, because you guys have made us have a smile on our faces.
Yeah, of course. And yeah, you mentioned that Phoenix Cup MVP. We mentioned at the very beginning of the stream, we're going to have an MVP. We both have agreed on this as well here. It's been an incredible night. There's way too many people to say MVP here in this tournament. There seriously is. I wish we could have 5 MVPs, but we only have 1 spot. And that spot, well, we got to give it to Tallybird. Tallybird is our MVP for the Women's Phoenix Cup here, Aaron. What an incredible performance for her, but again, it's not just Tallybird tonight who's just played well. Everybody turned out insane. We just had to give it to one person, and we thought Tallybird played the best tonight. At least played insane tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean, it was honestly after game 6, I was like, okay, whoever plays the best in game 7 is gonna get that MVP, because all the players were honestly so neck on neck with each other. That game was just immensely so close to each other that I just couldn't make up an MVP. But after that game 7, it was kind of clear. It was kind of clear that Sally Bird would grab the MVP award, and we would like to congratulate you on the MVP award, Sally Bird.
Ooh, but for us, I think that's the end of our night here, Aaron. It has been an amazing tournament. I've been so lucky to have you help out. Rockstar, I know she's in chat. Thank you so much, Rockstar, for not only joining this mainstream, but for helping run this event as well. Thank you to Rohan. He's doing production for the whole tournament as well. Amazing guy. And again, thank you as well, Aaron. Before we go, though, any last things you want to say before we'll end off this stream and close out the night?
Oh yeah, I wanna do a couple of shout outs. I wanna do shout out to all the players that have played today. I wanna name you all, but I'm sorry I can't. Then the stream will have to go on for another couple of hours because it's getting a bit late and my pronunciations aren't looking that good tonight. But thank you all the community casters also. I mean Ari Cast, CPL Monkey Shines, and all the other law. I'm sure you guys know. You guys know who you are. I don't have to call your names out. And well, I think that has been it for us.
Yeah, he said thank you to all our community casters who joined us for this event. It has been absolutely amazing. Again, we gotta list them all. Why not list them all? Thank you, Corp Monkshine, Spice Taquito, Anthony Malum, Ari Gas, Tummy Buckets, and Somber. Thank you to our moderators for this tournament. Maisie was doing moderation. Aprilis, DJ TJ was helping us out, as well as Lucas. Of course, thank you to Rocket Star as well for helping direct this incredible event. Thank you to all 18 teams who came out. Congratulations to G2, but seriously, 18 amazing teams came to this event. And of course, thank you to everyone who came to watch this tournament. It seriously does mean the most to me. It has been incredible for all of you. Thank you so much for just being here for the Women's Phoenix Cup. I could not have thought of a better tournament to end off with here. Thank you so much for joining us for these past 2 days, for these past amazing matches. We gotta leave here. Thank you so much for joining the Women's Phoenix Cup. For myself, Aaron, and Rocket Star's directors. Thank you again. Have an amazing night. We'll see you again very, very soon.